What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron. We're here like 40 minutes early because it's August. You guys know I'm out here in these streets, and I figured I could always keep you guys on your toes, keep you guys guessing. So I wanted to hop on here early, and it's really, honestly, it's not a spontaneous thing. It's really this, all right? I have a, what am I trying to say? I have a video that I spent all day writing. We have a high stakes draft that we're going to be doing at Winnie, come on, let's go. Hey, come on, let's go. On the couch. Chill out. Where's your bone? Chill. I've never had her do that before, where she jumped off the couch in the middle of a stream. But how are we? All right? That was crazy. Sit. Chill. All right. There we go. But yeah, if you have notifications on, you're in here. How is everybody doing? Let me get this backpack out of the way. But what was I on about? I wrote a video, spent all day doing research, and I didn't want to rush it because we have a high-stakes draft we're going to do at 9, so I figured I'd hop on here early. We get a little practice BBM in before we do our high-stakes redraft managed league draft. So here we go. Give me a quick second here. We're going to get into an underdog draft, Best Ball Mania. I'm going to put a link in the live chat in a second here. Where's my overlays? Winnie, relax, dude. I'm begging you. All right, so hold on. Let's get this all situated. How's everybody doing? We got a super chat in here from Joe Dokes, the boy. Hippo character and tactical deer does what is that? I don't know. I guess my software doesn't pick up your emoji there. But we're gonna hop on Underdog, do a little BBM to warm up. We're gonna be cutting it a little bit close, but I think we should be all right. I just got to get in here sooner rather than later. Now let me just get the Underdog promo code link in there. Again, we're going to be drafting all summer long. Every single day, we're going to be doing a stream until kickoff. So if you want to hop in a draft with us, I'm dropping the promo code link in the live chat right now. All you got to do is click the link. It'll take you to Underdog Fantasy. It'll use promo code Ron. And when you use promo code Ron, they will match your deposit all the way up to $100 on Underdog. It's an absolutely beautiful thing. Again, we're doing a little bit of a warm-up draft here on Underdog, so make sure you check it out. Underdog Fantasy, best ball drafts all summer long. You draft a team, and they set the best lineup every week for you. You don't have to set lineups, you don't have to make trades, do waivers, anything like that. You draft a team, and that's it. So let's switch over to here, and let's hop in one of these. They do have some really cool contests out right now, though. They have $250 contests. They have $4 contests. Maybe we'll do one of these 250s eventually. But again, I'm really trying to spend more time on Best Ball Mania. We're going to do the fun entries later. I just need to get my Best Ball entries to my Best Ball Mania entries to a spot where I'm not behind anymore. We're definitely getting there. I think this is going to be like 86 or 87. We have 4 spots open for anybody that wants to hop in again. This is Best Ball Mania 4. $25 to enter. Underdog tournament. I am August. I am vengeance. This is me. When you see that light in the sky and you flip your calendars over to August, it's not a call for help. It's a warning. I'm going crazy, guys. I'm getting pretty delirious as we get through this August here, but I don't care. I wouldn't want it any other way. We get the 3rd overall spot, which is actually pretty ideal. We can get one of Tyreek Hill. It seems like Cooper Kupp was like practicing and moving around just fine today, but I still probably prefer Tyreek Hill to him at this point. But it is close because Tyreek Hill did have that like off the field incident or whatever, or not whatever. I don't mean to downplay whatever he did or got in trouble for. Hold on, I do want to make sure that I have like the tags and everything correct for this video. Just want to make sure we're all ready to go. Let's just see. I think that we set this up correctly. I think we did. I'm going to actually check on the back end real quick. Let me go here. Let's go I think I did, though. I think that this video has, like, tags and stuff. Just want to make sure so that we're not screwing things up. It's August, man. We can't be making any mistakes out here. Yeah, we're all good to go. All right, so I'm going to start reading the clock. Okay, so we're on the clock here. Let's get the screen back up. We're going to start reading comments in a second here. Just give me uno minuto, por favor, fellas. All right, so let's go Tyreek Hill. It's very easy. Nice and easy there. But what do we got? We got Noti Gang. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Anybody that has notifications on, you guys are the best. Are you still doing top 25 rankings, or is everything strictly Patreon now? I saw you ask that question under a video. We'll do a final tier list of my top 24 running backs and wide receivers, but everything else will be on the Patreon. Patreon.com/Ron Stewart. You said, bring out the dog. She's here. Oh, she's here, causing trouble. I'm at work and tapped in. Respect my dedication, Ron. Respect, my brother. We got lights out in here. What's going on? What's going on? We got Neek. I'm not even gonna. Let's chill on. I'm not even gonna. Ron, my goat. Come on now. Come on now. Doing BBM right now. You want JJ Devonta Hurts? Ooh. Okay. Okay. We got Smooth Criminal in here. Free Winnie. Winnie's free. I promise Winnie's free. Go double RB. Nah. Come on. We got. I don't even want to say that name either. But thank you for showing up, my boy. We got Hayden in here. What's going on, my boy? Love your grind. Thank you, man. I got a real special video coming out for you guys tomorrow. It should be a banger. It should be a banger. I decided to hop on here early to do a little warm-up Best Ball Mania stream before we do this high-stakes draft. So this is just a $25 draft on Underdog. It's a beautiful thing. You can use promo code RON. They'll match your deposit up to $100 on there. But after this, we're going to do a high-stakes $350 draft on the FFPC. So we're in for a long stream tonight, fellas. All right, so lock in, saddle in, tell your girlfriend to piss off. You got things to do today. All right, tell them clear the schedule. None of this nonsense. We're not getting frozen yogurt. We're not going to the movies. We're not seeing Barbie. We're not seeing Oppenheimer. We're sitting here, turning on the TV. Preseason games on one screen, Ron Stewart videos on the other. But what else we got in here? Also, feel free. This isn't. I mean, we're under 100 people right now, so feel free to ask me any questions, and I should be able to get. I should be able to get to everybody, but I don't see anything weird happening in the first round. I guess that was early on Kelsey. I gotta be honest. I'm trying to figure out how to say this in a respectful manner. If I'm being completely transparent with you guys, I think short-form fantasy football content is pretty garbage. And I can't stress this enough. I saw, like, SoFlo Sports, the link is just to use the promo code. To get in the draft, you just got to have quick fingers. And I saw you say as well, like, oh, you had this take on Pickens, like, what's this? Like, fellas, if you see my YouTube shorts or my TikToks, please take them with a grain of salt. It is simply, I don't even edit those videos. They're taken out of context from what I do, and it's simply just to drive traffic to the shorts. I do, you guys know, I am detail-oriented. We spend, 35 minutes on a strategy video. I'm not condensing that into 40 seconds, and, like, it's not going to be good, right? So anything you see from me in short form, take it with a grain of salt. Like, a lot of times, like, the Mike Evans one I posted yesterday was from, like, 3 weeks ago that finally got edited today. Like, it's truly not a reflection of how I feel about players or, like, what my takes really are. It's simply just, I have a guy who edits them with the sole purpose of driving clicks and new subscribers to the channel. That's literally all they are. But what I was trying to say is, I've definitely been doing some market research. All right, so we go Jonathan Taylor there. I felt kind of squeezed. We could have gone Derrick Henry there, but I'll take JT. I'm not all that scared off by the trade request. But what I was saying is I was doing some market research on TikTok, and I was just sort of scrolling through on my sports account and just sort of seeing what was going on. And I see these other fantasy football guys, and even the fantasy footballers, it seems like in home leagues this year, like, it seems like Eckler is like a 2 or 3 overall pick guy. Like, I saw the footballers say that they would take, like, McCaffrey here, and then I saw, like, Eckler in, like, the top 4. And I say all that to say, I don't even like Mahomes, fellas, but 27th overall Mahomes, we're just going to take him. We're just going to take him. That's too far. That's a half a round past to where he usually goes. But what was my point with that? But I was just shocked at kind of like what homies are going to look like. Like in the idea that I think Tyreek Hill and Kupp are routinely 3-4 guys, but I think we're gonna be able to get Tyreek and Kupp more towards like this 7-8, like 6-7-8 area, which is really, really exciting. It almost sounds like to me like McCaffrey and Eckler kind of like leapfrog, and then Tyreek Hill and Cooper Kupp kind of come over here. So you can the values you can get in home leagues sounds pretty sweet. I'm not really sure where I was going with that, but favorite spot to draft from, probably 2, but it's close. Have you done a Tyreek Andrews Lamar start? I think I have. Yesterday I went pretty firm. So this was a draft that I did solo. I believe that this was last night before bed, after I got off stream with you guys. Let's see. 86, was it this one? No, it was this one. I went pretty crazy with like the Miami Baltimore stuff. So I went like Tua, and then I went like Devin Achane and Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle as well. We got Mark Andrews on the bring back, Rashad Bateman as well. So we went pretty crazy on that. But instead of like Lamar Andrews, we went Tua to both of the Miami receivers with Mark Andrews as a bring back. I think a lot of you guys are going to be pretty mad at me and be like, Ron, like that's way too overcorrelated. Like, what are you doing? Look, I have like 400 drafts right now, 500 drafts. I'm fine getting weird and overstacking in some places. Again, if you look at the team that won it all last year, they had plenty. They had like 4 Patriots and 4 Dolphins that played in Week 17. What's the difference between $8 Patreon and $15? $15 gets direct access to ask me questions for like waivers and trade questions and all that. Because if it was to open to everybody, I wouldn't have enough time for it. Exactly. I can't flesh out a take in short form. I can't. You guys see it. Like I spend so much time, the researching videos that my short form stuff is just like condensed sort of garbage, man. We got Riley Furlong in here. That's another boy from the hometown draft. Oh, what? I agree. I agree. Like I don't want to call anybody out because there's a lot of guys who put a lot of time and effort and they're successful on TikTok and they do well. But I watch the TikToks and I'm like I don't consume that content, and then like I think I'm walking on eggshells here because I don't want to yuck anybody's yum, if that makes sense. There is a market for it. And I understand that people have short attention spans. But if you are serious about fantasy football and you want to win and you want to get better, reading the Spark notes from 30-second videos isn't going to get you there. It's all driven on clicks. It's all driven on what's going to get engagement. None of it is what's going to actually help you win your league. It's just, what do you want to hear? What do you want to see? My best TikToks, my only TikTok right now that has 100,000 views is because I said Devontae Smith wrong. Apparently it's Devontae Smith, and I said Devonta Smith, and the comments went crazy about it. Like any TikTok that gets driven up with engagement, like 99% of the time, is pretty awful. Yeah, bot in the chat. We haven't had one of those in a while. Oh my goodness! All right, I'm banning these guys. Don't worry about it, fellas. Hey, we got No Soup for You in here. I do recognize that name. All right, so that's enough of my TikTok rant. Unless you guys ask me more questions about it, now I'll keep up with the chat and just chill out. Because again, look, if it's your thing, then I get it. And if you don't have time to consume my 35-minute double hero RB video once, I get it. People have lives and stuff, but personally, I'm yet to see a TikTok that was like insanely informative or actionable that I was like, wow, that was great. So what was I trying to do? All right, so now we're on the clock here, and I haven't really fleshed out what I even want to do here. We already have an elite quarterback. We pretty much have like everything we want. Let's just go Mike Williams. Just got a good player and a good offense. Like, that's really all I can ask for. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Spike Week's in a good offense. You can't really turn that down. Where is No Soup for You? You're saying he's in the chat, No Soup for You? Why do I remember who No Soup for You is? Is he one of these guys and I'm just completely missing it? Also, if you're in this draft, let me know. I'm always curious. One QB PPR, Godwin, 24 firsts. I don't know. It's so tough. I don't play in non-superflex leagues. Damn, we get squeezed out here. Tempted to go QB, but I'm not going to. If we have Mahomes, let's just chill out on that. We'll just go Ayuk. Why not? Ayuk's been getting, like, rave reviews. I prefer him. Like, we've gotten him in the 6th round before, so, like, early 5th never feels good on Ayuk, but kind of just got squeezed there. Yeah, dude, Eckler, it's crazy how high Eckler goes in these. Or, not goes in these, but on, like, TikToks and stuff, which is, like, I think the, like, ironically enough, I think some of the most, like, actionable, informative content on TikTok is just kind of to see what a, like, non-hardo home league might look like. Or, like, what an RB-loving home league environment kind of looks like. What else we got? Who else comes to mind about someone with a lot to gain or lose over the first week or so besides Kendra? Some of the rookie wide receivers, I think Marvin Mims. Because Marvin Mims is going to get routes early. It's really just going to come down to if you can do anything. So what other Week 17 stacks are you liking? The thing for me with Week 17 stacks in best ball, I like them all. I don't really care. We talked about this before, but or in like past streams, but last year Pat Crane won it all, and his stacks were Carolina, Tampa Bay, and Miami versus New England. Like, those are both really ugly games, and nobody was really looking at. The big one was the Bills-Bengals game, and we know that one didn't even end up happening. So my thing is, of course we want, like, Bengals-Chiefs, and that's, like, a cool one. But outside of that, I'm not targeting specific Week 17 stacks. I'm just drafting my team as is, and then targeting the Week 17 stacks within those. There's no Week 17 game that I won't target, and there isn't really a Week 17 game that I'm seeking out, right? Like, 17 weeks down the season, you know, so much is going to change by then. Like, predicting an outcome or an over-under, it's just kind of a lost cause. Before that as well, you've seen the BBM2 winning team was Liam Murphy, who had, like, Lions versus Seahawks, who that year, that was, like, Metcalf. It was, like, Amon-Ra St. Brown with Rashad Penny on the other side. So, you know, it's never you don't really have to go for, like, the sexiest matchups is all I'm trying to say. Mr. August back at it. I'm here. I'm in there. You said miss me with TikTok? Yeah, look, I know some people like it, and they only have, like, you know, you only have so much time to consume content, and that's fine by me. But all I'm trying to say, man, is if you see me on YouTube Shorts or TikTok, look, I'm trying to get exposure on there, especially TikTok. I'd like to. It's a platform I'd like to have followers on, but again, they're all just, like, cut up pieces from bigger videos with more context and more information. Like, and some of them are from, like, and some of them will pop up in your algorithm that I talked about, like, 6 weeks ago, and, like, I've changed my stance on that player. So, like, they're really just to bring new viewers in. They're not, like I promise, if you see me saying something whack in the YouTube Shorts, don't be like, oh, like, Ron's lost it. Like, it's simply just the game. It's just the game that everyone's got to play at this point. Is Hawk there bad? Not necessarily. I'm coming around. 5th round Hawkinson isn't bad, but I'd prefer Ayuk and Christian Kirk to him, I think. But after they're gone, I don't hate going Hawkinson. But if we get Waller to make it back to us here, I'm sort of glad we passed on Hawkinson. What's your thoughts on Sky Moore? It's tough, dude. It's real tough. I get the upside case, but rarely does a guy do nothing but, like, special teams in year one and emerge. And we saw Patrick Mahomes have, like, 5,000 passing yards and nobody really stood out. So it's tough. It's real tough. I'm not saying he can't do it, but you do have to kind of, like, squint to see it a little bit, which is never really a good thing, I guess. Got more bots in here? Or do we got mods on top of that, or what? Should I start banning these bots, dude? Friendly reminder that like button needs you. Yeah, dude, Joe, you're so generous, dude. Let me go. We'll go with Darren Waller here. But Joe, I appreciate the super chat. Yeah, everybody leave a like. It helps the boy out a ton. We're doing a little bit of a warm up BBM here at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be hopping into a, like I promised, the title and thumbnail is not clickbait. We're going to do a high stakes draft after we're done with this BBM. It's going to start at 9 p.m. on the FFPC for $350, $1 million up top. It should be fun. Hit the range today or what? No, sadly no. Here's the issue. August, I don't have a lot of time to hit the range, but I try to make time for it when I can. Sleeper sucks now. Yeah, I was filming, so tomorrow we're going to drop the 0 RB strategy video. And I actually really like how the research came out. I'm trying to think through, like, we took JT. I'm not really sure that Pittman does much for us. Let's go Addison. I'm trying to take more Addison. I know people are, like, I dropped, like, a Quentin Johnston short today, and everyone's like, oh, that's a funny way to spell Jordan Addison. Or that was, like, one of the comments, so. I mean, I get the upside on Addison. We've taken him a few times, but I do want to get more of him. Because I do agree, like, he's in a good offense. He's a rookie wide receiver. Simply put, we should be targeting that profile. But, yeah, I was filming the 0 RB draft strategy video today. And I was I was doing the mocks on Sleeper, and the Sleeper ADP is garbage, bro. Like, the onesies are way pushed up. Like, the quarterbacks and tight ends, like, George Kittle's, like, a 4th-round pick, and, like, Hawkinson's, like, a 3rd. And the QBs go really early. And then on top of that, you have, like, Damian Pierce and DeAndre Swift in the 5th round. Like, so I ended up using Fantasy Pros because it just felt to me more realistic. It was more in line, even, like, in those boomer draft rooms on high stakes. It felt much more like that. So, yeah, I know most people draft on Sleeper, but I imagine ADP is going to get sharper on Sleeper as, like, more team – like, I imagine leagues aren't really drafting a ton on there just yet. Like, maybe there's some mocks, but that's really it. And, of course, like, free mocks are kind of nonsense, you know? What's not to like about Eckler? He's old. He's old, and, of course, he's been great these last 2 seasons, but his last 2 seasons over the last 5 years aren't even in the top 8 point-per-game seasons at running back. Like, his ceiling – I use this too much, and I have to give credit to my I think this was like my accounting teacher in high school, and I thought it was hilarious, but he was like, yeah, that's like being the best-looking chick in a Walmart, which is pretty much to me what Eckler has been the last 2 years, where running back scoring has been down, but he's just been at the top of that, if that makes sense. So, and it's not even that he's, like, terrible, but, like, spending the 102 on him over, that's what people, like, the guy on TikTok was saying, like, 102, 103, and it's like, I would take Jefferson, Chase, Kupp, Tyreek, McCaffrey at minimum. 106 is the earliest I could do Eckler. So it's not like I'm not taking him in the first round, but top 3 is insanity to me. Chris Clark, you're no soup? No soup for you? I remember drafting with you. I know Eckler's been good. I'm just saying top 3 pick on him is pretty crazy. His splits, like, with and without, like, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen are, like, they're not super concerning, but they're not great. How much would you be willing to reach for a player to correlate? No more than, like, I'm never really reaching more than a round. Mr. August, yes, sir. I might have to get that tattooed. I don't know. I'm telling you, dude. Sometime soon, I might... Look, if this fantasy football stuff goes the right way, and, like, this is what I can really do for the rest of my life as a real job here, the only reason I've held off on tattoos is, one, because I was dirt broke until very, very recently. As just, like, a kid. Like, I'm 22. I don't have a bunch of money to shell out on tattoos, and 2, my mom would kill me because of future employers, but don't have to worry about that now. So hyped for the big draft. Yes, sir, dude. Me too. How much protein you eat today, my guy? Dude, I've been slacking on the gym grind. Tomorrow the plan is I want to record the 0 RB strategy video, schedule the 0 RB strategy to get posted around, like, lunchtime, stream before I leave, get a haircut, hit the gym, come back home, bang out a video. That's the goal for tomorrow. So we'll see if I can get to the gym. The goal is, man, August is a really busy month. The goal is to hit the gym twice a week in August, if I can get there, which I think I'll be able to do. We'll hit the gym twice a week, do 1 push, 1 pull, Maybe some cabs. You guys know I don't hit a ton of legs. I wish I spent more time debating what I wanted to do here. If this is an auto Burks, okay, it's not an auto Burks. Let's go Burks here then. Let's go Burks here and see what makes it back to us. We get Burks really far past, or not really far, but almost like 8 picks past ADP. Let's see what makes it back to us here as well. All right, so this is maybe one of the dumbest things like in the fantasy football community. I don't understand why people draft before preseason is over. There's injuries, of course, but there's 12 people in your league. Everybody is as exposed to injuries as the other. Like it's a risk we're all taking together, and I'm drafting early so I can get as much volume in as possible. I want as many fantasy football teams as I can possibly draft. And last year, the winning team the two winning teams that won $1 million and $2 million up top were both drafted in July. It's something that affects the entire population, injuries, outside of like teams drafting like the late August, and we still haven't seen one of those teams win it all because ADP gets pretty sharp by then. So I don't know. It's not like this. I'm debating Tua here, but no, he has the same bye week as Mahomes, so I'm going to chill on that and go Bateman. I know I could address running back here soon, but we're going with like a pretty true hero RB approach here. For the audio listeners out there, I've been dropping all of these on audio. We went Tyreek Hill, Jonathan Taylor. Damn, I don't know if I dropped today's video on the audio stuff, but I have a podcast link in the description where it's like Spotify, Google Play, Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts. But we went Tyreek Hill at the 3 spot, Jonathan Taylor, Mahomes, Mike Williams, Ayuk, Darren Waller, Jordan Addison, Treylon Burks, Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman has a fun bring back in the Tyreek Hill game. Really the only thing that's on the menu now is we have elite quarterback, elite tight end. We can go like a 2-5-9-2 or a 2-6-8-2, and really the only thing that I want to make sure I do is get some correlation to Mahomes, but that's really easy with like, Sky Moore all the way through Justin Ross. So we'll have our opportunity. We got a super chat. My bad for missing this. You said Bailey Shaw. Hey, man, I'm new to the channel and loving the content. Appreciate that, man. You said question. 12-team full PBR, keeper league. Keep Kirk in the 6th or Gibson in the 9th. I'll take Kirk in the 6th there, but they're both not great values. I'll take you up on that, Andrew. If I win BBM4 with a team drafted in August, I will get that tattoo. All right, I have to keep banning these bots. God damn. I think I banned him. Did I not? I could have sworn I banned this guy. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, the bots are freaking crazy. So this is, have you ever done a video comparing website ADP and the best values and busts on each platform? I have. I did it last year. You guys loved it. I will be doing it probably next week-ish. Damn, Underdog's not available in Louisiana. I appreciate that, though, Gabe. Please don't care like they used to. No, that's true. That's true. I think you are right. My mom would just kill me, though. And I know that that's like, who gives a fuck about your mom or what she thinks more so, but you get what I'm saying. You have to remember, too, I don't have a 4-year college degree at this point either. So it's just like, there's only so much leeway I got, you know? It just would be a bad look. It'd be a bad look to be all tatted up at 22. No degree. Let me just get established first, and then I'll start making dumb decisions. I know you're saying like even playing, but it's an even playing field regardless. In like my home league, in the perfect world, my home league, yes, but like every single league can't be drafted like that. Now I don't really like Brian Robinson, but this far past ADP, right? I mean, we're getting him at 118. That's like 11 picks past ADP. Come on down, B-Rob. Come on down, my boy. Let's, I want to start up some Chiefs as well, though. So, like, McKinnon's on the radar. Rashee Rice, MVS. And Justin Ross's ADP continues to climb, huh? Question is as well, what wide receivers am I sort of lining up for stacks here? San Fran, so I guess like Purdy. I guess Purdy is on the radar. Tannehill is on the radar. All right. Should I take McKinnon with this pick if he makes it to us just to get the stack in? I don't love McKinnon, but I don't feel strong about these other running backs. And I think we got to really chill on wide receiver for a second here. Yeah, let's go McKinnon. I don't love McKinnon, but I think with Mahomes, it makes sense. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you agree with Gibbs going before Brees? I don't think so, especially not in Happy PR. You said Ron got the content game on lock right now. Jordan-esque run. We'll see. We'll see. Today's video hasn't been doing as well as the last few, but I guess that's just because people don't really care about my $1,000 team. You know, they want info for theirs, so that's fine. But yeah, we're gonna come back with a banger tomorrow. We're gonna have some bangers for the rest of August. I think are gonna be videos you guys enjoy. I think we'll do one more. Like, we're gonna do a bunch of in-depth research ones, but I think we'll do one more. One where we kind of like look through the middle rounds and see like what sticks out. I want to do one more because when we did the league-winning wide receivers with 20+ points per game, the rounds 4 through 6 wide receivers, none of them really stood out. But I think it's because we were putting them through like, what does a 20+ point per game wide receiver look like? And that's still 5 since 2010, so that's like not even 1 a year. I do want to do it similar to what we did with the dead zone, where I look through like rounds like 4 through 7 wide receivers, or 4 through 8, or 4 through 9, something among those lines, and just look at like what high win rate wide receivers look like in that area, because you don't necessarily need a 20+ point per game wide receiver in that range for them to pan out, if that makes sense. What am I saying in here? For real, honestly, your Excel sheet's like 90% of the jobs out there. Yeah, that's what I told my mom. Yeah, every couple of streams I do get crunchy or smooth peanut butter, but I've always been a smooth boy. I'm a smooth boy. We got Smooth Criminal in here. Smooth Criminal with the smooth peanut butter. You guys ever watch Chris Smooth? That's a smooth move, man. All right, I gotta chill, bro. There's a good chance I go golfing on Saturday. Are you drafting a lot of Richardson? Yeah, I am. I haven't been on stream really, but he's like my most drafted quarterback right now. I can't. Is he creeping up boards? Not really. But yeah, I feel like I haven't drafted him on stream much. But yeah, I do draft him a ton. For home leagues, that makes sense. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, for home leagues, and it's like, this is like the league that I care about the most. Ideally, you draft a team on like the Labor Day weekend. I don't have that luxury. We're drafting. I think I've said this like every stream this week, but I'll say it again. My home league is doing a draft party video that'll come out probably around that Labor Day weekend, but we're drafting it the 19th, so that is a little bit early. Hopefully, no player gets seriously hurt between then and when we post the video, but we'll see. Said you love you some Damian Harris. Me too. I will say the reports coming out of camp haven't been great though. It seems like Latavius Murray is the preferred big back in pass catching situations, and he might even be getting some reps on short yardage. Now, training camp is training camp. Who really cares? But it's worth mentioning. You said not doing as well because of preseason? It's all good, man. I think it'll start getting popping when we get the high stakes draft going. You guys usually love those. All right, so now we're back on the clock. Probably need to keep stacking up running back for a little bit here. Let's go Kendre Miller. I'm really not scared off by the Kareem Hunt stuff at this point. First of all, Kareem Hunt seems like he might sign with the Colts, so we don't really know what's going on there. And second of all, I think Kareem Hunt would just come in to be the passing down guy until Kamara came back. And then he could, like, potentially get cut in that scenario. Or, like, not even be active on game days, Kareem Hunt. So, not super, super concerned. Still taking swings on Kendre. $170 likes, 170 plus 41 likes. Yeah, slap a like on this damn video, especially if I respond to one of your comments. Helps the boy out a ton. You said Diggs, CD, Jefferson, Chase, Cup can all average 20 plus. I think Devontae's in there too. Let's go MVS. I don't feel pressured to go MVS, but I think it would be a cool idea. Yeah, let's go MVS. Trying to think through how many wide receivers we want to end up with. I'm thinking this is probably a 2-6-8-2. Probably going to be a 2-6-8-2 build, now that I look at it. You said, what do you think about players coming back from major injuries? Last season seems like it usually takes 2 seasons to fully come back. Depends on the injury. If it's a major injury like Achilles, ACL, sure. If it's something slight, I don't really think so. Yeah, no, Chris Smoove was the GOAT, man. He had an insane, insane run. I love that guy. Chris Smoove, like, literally pioneer of the game, Chris Smoove. Like, I can't stress enough, like, as being such a young dude, like, I'm 22, like, I loved YouTube growing up. Like, all of the sports guys. I saw a TikTok today of, I don't know, this one I'm not sure if you guys know, but, like, I loved QJB. Like, he used to do Madden videos, like, and he would do, like, those same, like, sort of career modes like Chris Smoove. Like, he was great. Chris Smoove was great in the way that he was such a, like, he was such a pioneer in the way that, like, he would do in, like, 2K14, he would do, like, a career mode, but he would, like, splice it with, like, GTA clips, and it was, like, he made it, like, this almost, like, RPG, instead of just, like, him playing basketball, you know? But he is the GOAT, man. We got Nathan B in here. What's going on, my boy? What's going on? Wait, somebody said Cam Akers just went 108 in my dad's work. Is that grounds for firing? Yeah, dude. That's grounds for deportation, my boy. That's grounds for that's grounds for, like, I don't even know. Is my home league Superflex? No, sir. I've talked about this before, but Superflex, my take at least, is Superflex, leave that for Dynasty. I'll play Superflex in Dynasty. Outside of that, redraft, I like the vanilla missionary redraft, man. Just give me full PPR. Allow me to start 4 wide receivers at a time. Don't do anything too extra. No keepers. Just chill. If T. Higgins made it to you in the 3rd, Zonkify, then yeah, dude. Go T. Higgins there. T. Higgins in the 3rd is crazy. Did you watch Hard Knocks yet? Yeah, I actually made time today. I watched it with my mother. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I liked Salah's little speech in the beginning. I didn't know if it was going to be like sort of cringy, but I liked the little like eagle and crow thing he had going on. I thought it was good though. Yep, A9 skills, Portuguese. I watched him in high school and he would do because Pesky knows this, but I play FIFA when it comes out every year. I actually like playing Ultimate Team a lot. I remember watching him in high school. And he would have like R9 and he'd call him Gordito Nueve. But dude, the FIFA guys, I've talked about this before, but the FIFA guys like KSI and all them put me on. Like KSI had such a crazy eruption on YouTube that I got into KSI, and then that got me into the world of like FIFA. Like that literally got me into soccer. I then bought like FIFA 14 when the World Cup was happening, and like KSI was truly popping off, and I've played FIFA ever since. Every single year pretty much. We need to worry about QB pretty bad here. Jordan Love gone. We got Bryce Young, but we don't have any like really Carolina to. No, Chark and all those guys are gone, huh? So let's go. When in doubt with this team, we can go with a running back. But we're looking pretty tough at QB here. I'm trying to think through what we can do. I mean, we could still do like. We could take Bryce Young and then bet that we could get Hayden Hurst on the way back. DPJ. We could go Curtis Samuel and try and set up something with Sam Howell. Do we have any, like, correlation that would make sense? Indy, LV? No, I don't want to do that. Saints, Chicago, Atlanta. I don't know that I want to go Tannehill, man. Tannehill feels real thin. Tannehill feels like a guy who could get benched. Giants, Rams, no. Giants, Rams, Houston. All right, so we have our NFC draft coming up very soon as well. A lot going on right now. I might just go Taysom Hill for fun. Jerome Ford is gone. Philly, Miami. CJ Stroud hanging around. Should we go Mechie Stroud with the Tennessee bringback? Let's do it. I don't love it, but I think it makes sense. Actually, let's set up Howell. Why not? Let's set up Howell. We have like the San Fran Washington going on. I might get stung with all of my like Sam Howell stuff, but I think we'll be all right. No, I agree. I don't watch A9 Skills anymore. He's not a great listen, but hey, we got Danny in here. What's going on, my boy? What do we got going on in here? Yeah, the Rodgers montage was, dude, it's so sick having a good freaking, yeah, A9 Skills is pretty annoying these days. Like, I remember, like, the Sidemen were great, the Penthes. I love when they do the old school pink slips of, like, when they would put, like, when, like, KSI would play, like Rotoshaw or something and he'd put up, like, a Pele. Those videos were all time. I mean, you can't do that anymore because they don't let you do trades, but it was cool. We were actually just talking about FIFA. Danny knows I play a ton of FIFA. Mechie and Stroud. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I think we're going to set up Howell here. Now, I will say, I have a call coming on my cellular device. All right, so we need to get... So here's the thing. We got the 101 in this high-stakes draft. For anybody that doesn't know, the title is not clickbait. We were just doing a warm-up draft on Underdog. By the way, if you're new here, if you're new to Underdog Fantasy, use promo code RON when you sign up for your first time on Underdog Fantasy. It is a best ball platform. You can draft your team. You don't have to make trades, waivers, start lineups, anything like that. You just draft your team, and it's ready to go. Best ball. It's a beautiful thing. You use promo code RON. They will match your deposit up to $100. There's a link in the description, a link in the comment section down below, and there's a link pinned in the live chat where you click it, takes you to Underdog Fantasy, uses promo code RON, and it is a beautiful thing. The app is beautiful. They have the $4 Chihuahua out right now, which is perfect if you're new. $4 tournament right now is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So make sure you check it out. All right, so let's hop in this room. We got the 101, so we can just take Jefferson and then kind of just switch back and chill. So we're in the draft room. I'd like to get the draft board up. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let me get you guys back on the screen. So things are going to be a little bit hectic right now, so everybody just bear with me. Just everybody bear with me. I'm going to get my rankings pulled up on the side, by the way. If you want redraft rankings to dominate your league, I have my cheat sheet that I'll be drafting off myself here. Will be available in the description. I'll put a link in the live chat in a second here as well. Let me just get that pulled up. Let me get some... yeah, but you guys get what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know why I'm struggling to talk today. But we have a lot of moving parts going on right now. All right, so we have a minute to get that set up. You said Trace McSorley just had a Kyler-esque scramble? Shout out Trace McSorley, man. McSorley is a legend. At least in these parts he is. All right, so let's get some things situated on my monitor so I can get rankings pulled up. I can get everything I need all ready to go. Should be on the clock here soon. 35 seconds. Okay. Okay. We got some time. All right. So we have that set up. I also want to pull up some FFPC ADP. How I'm going to get this to work. We're gonna be all right. So let's pull up the ADP. We're going to draft Justin Jefferson right away. And then let's also... All right, so give me Jefferson. Drafting him. All right. So, this is what we're going to do here. Everybody, just bear with me. Just bear with me. Now, let's get the link switched. Get everything pretty much switched to redraft high stakes mode here. Now, with this pick, again, we have Sam Howell on our minds. We need a tight end as well. All right, so now we're on the clock in this league. Let's go with a random Jeff Wilson pick here. We could afford another running back. This 17th pick ideally is Sam Howell. As long as we... Oh, are you... Okay, I was going to do scary things if that was the case. But let's get the setup here. Let's go. Let's put us here. Let's zoom us in. 100% zoom in. Should we zoom in more than that? Wow, the third pick overall just got timed out. Hope he doesn't ask for a backsies. That would be a shame. So we're one pick away. Oh my God, you're kidding. Oh my God, you're kidding. Oh my God, and we get sniped on Tannehill as well. Fuck it, Mac Jones stack. Fuck it, Mac Jones stack, fellas. I want to die. I want to die. All right, so this FFPC draft is 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, 2 flex, kicker, defense, 10 bench spots. It's tight end premium, which means 1.5 PPR for the tight ends. That's why you see Travis Kelce going 3rd overall. Again, tight end premium, 1.5 PPR for every single tight end. So, we are in here. We have this all set up. We have my rankings off to the side here. We're going to be finishing up that BBM in a second here, but this is how the draft has started. We went Jefferson first overall, then Chase goes, Kelce goes, McCaffrey, Tyreek Hill, Eckler, Kupp. Kupp at the 7th spot is crazy, man. I would love to be in a spot where I could do that. So Diggs goes off the board. Wow, so it seems like we're in a little bit of a wide receiver hungry room here. We have Amon-Ra St. Brown go with the 9 spot. I like Amon-Ra St. Brown, but I cannot take him quite that high. It's a little bit much for me. A little bit much for me. Yeah, it's tight end premium. Did you guys see that, dude? I got screwed over. Someone really took Sam Howell out from under me, man. How? How are you going to do me like that? How? Sam Howell, dude. And Tannehill. And now I just got to fall back on a freaking Mac Jones to Hunter Henry. And that's assuming that Mac Jones makes it back to me. There's no guarantee he makes it back to me, man. But anyways, wow. So this is sort of rare for an FFPC rooms are usually very running back heavy. So this is a little bit abnormal, but I kind of like these rooms because I'm dropping a 0 RB strategy video tomorrow, but we run into with a lot of these rooms is wide receivers early has been more universally accepted than ever, but a lot of these high-stakes guys implement it incorrectly. Well, they'll start like 3 wide receivers out the gate, and then they'll take like DeAndre Swift in like the 5th round, or like, you know, they'll reach on like Alexander Madison in like the 4th, and then they'll just like skimp out on running back. Oh, like out, dude, Bijan at 12 is pretty sweet. But they'll skimp all the way out on running back or like wide receiver. They won't even like fill through their flex with wide receiver, and they just like, you know, they sort of bail early and like, you know, for lack of a better word, they sort of like pussy out a 0 RB, and they start hammering running backs in the dead zone when the whole point of 0 RB is to avoid the dead zone and stack an advantage at everything not named running back. So I dare these guys to try 0 RB and we'll see how they do. We got Henry Muto in here, the boy. What's going on? Wow, Henry. I wonder, what do you think about Jefferson, like 13th Jefferson? He has bye week in the 13th. I wonder if that makes Jamar Chase like sort of reasonable at 101, or even like Travis Kelce. I could see the argument for it. I could have been talked into it, but I decided, 101. I'll just take Jefferson there. No big deal. But it's worth noting, fellas, that in this league, $350 buy-in, first place in the entire tournament. So you have your league of 12 people, and then from that league of 12 people, the top like 2 or 3 advance, and it's like pretty much like a league of champions for weeks 15, 16, 17. But to win your first league, to get that far, please tell me Mac Jones is on the board, dude. All right, so this is a wasted BBM. We're just gonna go with a shot in the dark on Trey Lance. We're gonna go on a shot in the dark on Trey Lance. I hate doing that. That wasn't ideal, but we got sniped on Mac freaking Jones, and we got sniped on. Jeez, dude, I'm gonna murder something. All right, so Devontae Adams and Garrett Wilson gone. Let's just focus in on our FFPC draft, huh? Let's just focus in. Saquon gone. We got Chubb gone. Just want to make sure I'm all the way up to date on what's been going on here. We had Andrews gone. None of the quarterbacks have gone yet, which is kind of rare for FFPC. I'm trying to think on what... if Jonathan Taylor makes it back to us, what do you guys think about Jonathan Taylor here? My bad. I'm going to start keeping up with the chat, but I'm just sort of trying to get everything settled out. I'm trying to think. I like JT. Like, I think our options here are going to be one of, like, or, like, 2 of, like, JT, Olave, T. Higgins, or, like, a quarterback. I think I would be down to take JT if you got to us. All right, so Devonta Smith is gone. Kind of happy that he went that way. Yeah, if Taylor gets it back to us, I think he's a must draft, but I really don't know if he will. I really don't know that he will. We'll see. Devonta Smith gone. I gotta be honest, I have 2 players I'd be really happy to take right now. Please just take Mahomes, brother. Take Mahomes. Stack your Kelce with Mahomes, please. Please. I would have loved Waddle if he got there. I was eyeing him up. And there goes Hurts. Okay. So this has to be Taylor. After Taylor, though, should it just be T? I think T. Higgins does just make sense. I don't love T. Higgins, but 301 T. Higgins is probably fine. I'm trying to look at ADP right now. We're going to take Taylor here. We could go with, like, Mahomes or Josh Allen. I don't see a need to. Pollard is already gone. He went at the 201. Somebody commented that. So we're definitely taking Taylor. I think T. Higgins is probably the pick. I think T. Higgins is probably the pick after Taylor, though. I'm looking through, like, I would have loved Waddle. He didn't make it back to us. We're not taking Hawkinson. I'm not reaching on Ridley, and I'm not taking an unstacked QB. So yeah, we're just gonna go. Taylor and T. Higgins here. I think it has to be T. Yeah, Ridley or T. I've gotten so much Ridley in the 4th that it doesn't feel good to take. Ridley. Like Ridley, the 301 just doesn't feel good to me. So we'll go T. I'm not crazy about T. Higgins, but I think 301 T. You can't really turn that down, and it sets us up. If Burrow makes it back, that'll be kind of an interesting conversation, especially given that the Chase team already took a QB. So I don't know. I know you're saying won't win your league with JT, but like. I'm trying to not only win my league, but, like, win first place. Like, you got to take that swing. I know you guys wanted Ridley, but I'm telling you, I already have 2 teams with Ridley, and I got them both in the 4th round. I don't. He goes a lot lower, or he goes a lot later on NFFC. Like, I don't. I'm telling you, I've drafted 5 teams. I already have 2 Ridleys. I don't need any more Ridleys. Especially not like I've gotten Ridley like 403 the last 2 times I've gotten Ridley. T. Higgins is rarely a 3rd round pick in any format. And again, it sets us up to Burrow if we so choose. Again, I don't think Ridley's a terrible pick there. It's just like I have a bunch of him. At much cheaper prices. I don't want to pay like 301 for Ridley. Just feels kind of yucky to me. But that's kind of just because I've been spoiled. Yeah, I'm not all that. I don't know. Maybe I should be more spooked. Maybe I should have an injury guy in the channel. I never. I'm not an injury expert, but I'm not all that concerned about Burrow at this point. Yeah, and I think JT plays too. Yeah, Hero RB is probably sort of what we're heading down here. I was surprised the Kelsey team passed on Mahomes, and then this guy went Mahomes at 304. But I could see it. Remember, this is tight end premium, so that's why you're going to see Hawkinson go pretty early. Mahomes and Hurts gone. If Allen falls back to this Diggs team and he starts Diggs, Andrews, Allen, honestly, pretty big respect on that boy. I will put some pretty big respect. Let's see. This guy goes 2 running backs out the gate. Where do we go from here? I gotta be honest, I'm stoked on 212 Jonathan Taylor. I'm stoked on that. I'll take Taylor in the late 2nd all day. Me and Jacob were arguing about JT versus Nick Chubb. So I mean, like I'll take the discount all the way to here. I'll be honest, I was getting greedy. If I was praying that this guy went Mahomes, man. If this number 3 team went Mahomes and we could have started JT Waddle, god damn, I would have loved it. We were very close to it. No, it's only 3rd round reversal on NFFC. I know it's a little bit confusing. Pretty much, this is the site quirk. So this is FFPC. Their quirk is tight end premium. So every tight end gets 1.5 point per reception instead of just 1. NFFC's quirk is 3rd round reversal. That's all you have to really remember between the two. And like the only slight difference is NFFC is 3 wide receiver, 1 flex. FFPC, this is 2 wide receiver, 2 flex. In full PPR, I'm still trying to start 4 wide receivers, regardless of how many wide receivers in flex spots, to be honest. But some teams play it differently. There goes Gibbs in the 3rd round. I've started to get around to the idea that like if I ever see Gibbs available in the 4th round, I'm going to take him regardless of the format. But we're getting to a spot now where I don't know if he's going to ever be in the 4th round, especially not in a spot like this. Yeah, you took out his injured games last year. He was pretty damn good. You said you watched the FFPC or the FFPC network stream a draft the other day, huh? Oh yeah, NFFC, that's their other quirk too. 3rd round reversal and then 6-point pass TD. Please help me understand why T is so high while Chase is such a ball hog. I mean, T. Higgins has finished as a top 12 wide receiver in points per game in his 2nd year, and last year, outside of the games where he was like hurt, he was a borderline top 12 guy as well. Burrow's amazing. It's going to be a top passing offense. There's going to be plenty of attempts. Like if Waddle and Devonta Smith are 2nd round guys in offenses with Tyreek Hill and AJ Brown, T. Higgins at the 301 is like more than fine to me. I think that checks out. There goes Lamar. 3rd round Keenan Allen, huh? So Josh Jacobs and Ramondre have gone. All right, so running backs are flying off the board. Like NFFC, we've seen some pretty crazy falls on Jacobs and Ramondre. And I think it is something to do with the 3 wide receiver versus 2 wide receiver thing. But again, to me, it's not a huge difference. I'm still kind of drafting in a similar fashion. We definitely also got to make sure we keep an eye on tight end. Tight end premium, we would like to not be behind at the position. But you can also just throw a bunch of junk at it later. Like I've seen guys go like 4 or 5 tight ends, just like a bunch of late guys, and figure it out. Also, fellas, make sure you leave a like on the stream. I mean, we got this like high stakes $350 draft. We're out here in these streets. Leave a like for the boy. Helps the boy out a ton. Yeah, the offense is amazing. That's a great. You said some guy at 11 got cup. Oh, you gotta be kidding, dude. Like that's why we play the game, dude. That's why we play the game, and that's why I think my volume, Henry, is going to be somewhere between 15 to 20 leagues. And I know that that's child's play for you, but it's pretty daunting for me. But I just want as many bullets in the chamber because you're going to luck into like 3 or 4 drafts like that where the values are just ridiculous. That's crazy. Think all the second-year wide receivers are a discount. I kind of agree. Bijan and Pollard is crazy. I probably would have gone, if I wanted to double tap wide receiver or running back there, I'd probably go Bijan, Saquon, but I'm sort of nitpicking, to be honest. Yeah, I'd probably go Saquon over Pollard, but it is close. And I'd probably go Devontae over Pollard, but we'll see. I'm curious to see how number 7 kind of lands the plane here with a 0 RB start. Mixon in the early 4th. Miss me with that. So Keenan Allen. All right, I'm very curious to see what that guy does here. You said you shut down everything you're doing to be here at 9 p.m. tonight. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Henry's the boy. I love, like, I know you come in here for entertainment, but I do appreciate having you in here to bounce ideas off of you. I'm curious. Anybody have ideas for what we should be looking at the turn here? Let's actually, I want to see the tight end ADP. I'm looking, I have the ADP pulled up on a separate screen. Kittle goes mid-4th and Kyle Pitts goes 501. If Kittle or Pitts are available at the 4-5 turn and tight end premium, I should probably think about taking one of them very strongly. I have to be honest as well, if ETN makes it back to us, I probably have to think real long and hard about ETN. Judy went. Yeah, that's sort of where my head's at. I think Burrow is also interesting as well. I guess I don't usually put players in the queue, but I should. But I'd say Kittle, Watson, Burrow, ETN, Pitts, London are sort of what I'm looking at here. I'm curious what you guys sort of prefer between those 5, and if I'm missing anybody. Here's sort of what we're looking at. I guess you could sell me on, like, no. Like, I was going to say DJ Moore, but no. I do kind of like the idea of going Burrow here, but I do want to make sure we're not skipping out on too many wide receivers. Though, in these rooms, you're going to get some wide receiver value. So let's sing. August is in the building. I'm here. Every day. You said Shannon is in here. What's up, Ron? Just signed up to the Patreon. You helped me win a league last year. Big love, brother. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I'm using Fantasy Mojo last 3 days ADP. I agree. Thank you, Brock. I like to start, dude. JT at 212, man. This is tight end premium. So 1.5 PPR for all the tight ends. Waller over Kittle, you think? It's close for me. There goes London. And then there goes Hopkins. Wow. All right, so we have some stuff we got to think about here, fellas. We are going to have to go ETN. ETN is going to be one of these picks. But once we go ETN, are we going Burrow, Pitts, or Kittle? I tend to want to go Burrow. I think securing that stack would be pretty sick. But I don't know. I don't feel great about not taking a wide receiver. Wide receiver dried up. We're not taking a wide receiver here. It comes down to, after ETN, do we want a tight end again? This is tight end premium. So Kittle and Pitts. Let's actually see the ADP real quick. Kittle, Waller are middle of the 4th. I guess, is Waller available too? No, Waller's not available. All right, so we're going to go ETN with one of these picks. Burrow goes at the 502. Kittle's like a mid-4th. I think this is going to be Kittle, fellas. We have 42 seconds to figure this out. I think I'm thinking Kittle. I'm going to go Kittle. I'm playing the ADP game. I think it was really close. I know somebody said that Kittle got hurt. It's not... I'm not off Burrow because of the injury. But, you know, if you're going to say Kittle is, like, injury-prone or has an injury, I don't know. It was close. It was a coin flip between the two. It was tough for me to decide in a tight end premium. I don't know. The chat was split. Everyone was saying something. Everyone was saying something different. There wasn't a consensus there. What do you mean Kittle just got hurt? Yeah, this is only 4-point passing TD. I think we're going to get, like, Trevor Lawrence or someone to fall back to us. Again, this is tight end premium. Kittle's ADP the last 3 days has been middle of the 4th. Burrow has been, like, 502. It was super close for me. I see Kittle has, like, an abductor injury, but he has, like, an injury every 4 days, it feels like. Henry, give me some feedback. 1 to 2 weeks is an abductor. Dealing with the groin for the second preseason in a row. This caused him to miss the first 2 games of 2022. Week 1 is still realistic right now. No changes to his ADP yet, is what some doctors are saying. What do we think? Like, did I just fuck it up? Did I fuck it up, man? Did I screw this up? I don't think so, man. Abductor injury, abductor schmuckter, bro. Abductor schmuckter, bro. I don't know. We already had a ton of pits. I mean, Burrow was an interesting call there. I don't know. I do not know. Again, in tight end premium, Kittle's a nice play, man. He's a nice play. Burrow would have kind of been a forced stack is what it felt like. I think Kittle was the pick. I do. It's going to come down to the injury, but Burrow's dealing with an injury too. You know, like they were both kind of risky. And Pitts already went at 504. We have Herbert. Like, Burrow's still hanging around. So I don't know. I feel a little bit vindicated, but not really. There's like a 10% chance Burrow makes it back. We just need him to make it past these 3 twice. I don't think he does, but it's possible. What's the furthest he's ever fallen than the last 3 days, Burrow? Furthest he's fallen is 603. Yeah, no, there's no way. But maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I always get nervous with tight end in these tight end premium ones. It can get ugly sometimes, you know. All right, so now I have to really catch up with... I was stressing so much about that pick. Stressing so much about that pick that I need to... get this all sorted out for a second here. Burrow goes. Okay, so that was never going to happen. I knew that was never going to happen. All right, so let's scroll this up a little bit for you guys. All right, so I'm just trying to, like, I don't want to be super quiet, but I'm just trying to catch up with crossing off players off my cheat sheet, which, by the way, is on patreon.com/Ron Stewart. I did update it yesterday. I plan to do a pretty big update on Saturday or something. So be on the lookout for that, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. My rankings cheat sheet. Jeez, dude. Team 11 is going ballistic. Ballistic, Team 11. No, I was stressed out. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't like, a lot of the time when I'm making a pick, it's like, okay, this is very clear to me. That one was a big inflection point of, I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I feel kind of vindicated in that, like, Pitts went here, and then Burrow was at the QB3 at, like, the late 5th. Like, Kittle was for sure going to be going, like, right here if we didn't take him. I don't know. It's a coin flip for me. Yeah, I mean, we see Evan Ingram go at the, this guy is cranking purple. Just one wide receiver through 6 rounds. Takes Evan Ingram there. You get some crazy things happen in these tight end premium where guys are just like, I need to get a tight end. I feel better about the pick now, to be honest. Kirk still hanging around? I think he is. Mike Williams off the board. 6th round Mike Williams. That's nice. Respect to you, my boy. So Kirk is on the board still. We took Kittle. Godwin is gone. Ayuk is gone. I think we're pretty much caught up. Oh, yeah, Goddard is gone. Wallert's gone. There goes Christian Kirk. That's actually one of the better prices I've seen on Christian Kirk. Must be off the gummy. Come on. Not today. Not today. Not in August. No, maybe in the future I will, but I haven't done that this offseason yet. Last offseason I was a little bit wild with it. So I'm trying to see. Maybe when I have Jacob on and we do one of these soon. Jacob's in Ireland right now. That's why we didn't stream together today. We've been streaming like once a week together. He'll definitely be back on next Thursday. We'll probably do a high stake stream then too and split a team together. So let's think. So Rashad White and Dameon Pierce go off the board. This is what I like. Scoop up all these running backs. I have no interest in them really. We took our 2 running backs here. Like now it's time to piss. I mean, we can take a QB if we'd like. Like I don't. If Trevor Lawrence makes it back to us, I'll give it strong consideration. But considering the fact that like Ingram's gone, Kirk is gone, and Ridley is gone, I don't really feel the need. I don't really feel the need to go with the Trevor Lawrence here. I like the Kittle pick, just not sure on ETN. Just not ETN fan myself, but it was solid value. Yeah, I've been coming around on ETN, and it seems like people are really fading him right now, like today. So if he's going to fall, then I'm fine scooping him up. Javonte is gone. James Cook, yeah. So everyone's scooping up their running backs, which I'm very glad about because we already took our 2. So the wide receivers I'm looking at, Deontay Johnson is gone. I'm trying to think. What's JSN's ADP? Early 7th? Trevor Lawrence is on my radar, but again, I don't feel a ton of pressure to take T-Law. I think we can kind of punt QB off a little bit here. Deontay. I'm going to be straight up. I'm looking at 80. Trevor Lawrence goes like late 6th, so this is about his range. Trevor Lawrence goes late 6th. Marquise Brown off the board. The 2 guys I'm looking at are Lockett, who goes late 6th, and then JSN, who goes early 7th. So there goes Dobbins. So we can set up a pretty nasty Seattle Seahawks stack if we want. Unless if I missed a Lockett. No, I didn't. I think this is going to be Lockett JSN, fellas. It's for sure going to be Lockett. It just comes down to if we should stack. It's for sure going to be Lockett. It just comes down to if we should be stacking Trevor Lawrence to ETN, but I don't really think that that's necessary. I think this is going to be lock at JSN, fellas. Lock at JSN. And we can kind of set up like a Geno Smith later on if we want. I think that that's the play. I don't really feel obligated to go Trevor Lawrence. I don't. Yeah, we're going to go Tyler Lockett JSN. Some guy... I love when you guys make comments like this. Oh my god, your team's absolutely dog shit. Like, dude, look at my players here. First of all, they're sick. It's tight end premium, so Kittle at the 501. I don't know what you're on about, first of all. Second of all, what would you have done differently? Enlighten me. Enlighten me on how you fix this team. Where did I go wrong? Because I think it's pretty damn good. It's crazy. I got so many of those comments today. I know I called the $1,000 draft a disaster, but at the end of the day, tell me what you would have done differently. Like, just saying, like, oh, this team is trash is, like, the funniest thing in the world. Like, I love this team. This is a sweet team. This is one of my favorite teams I've drafted this offseason. ETN, Taylor, like, we're stacked everywhere but quarterback right now. Lock at JSN on half PPR underdog. You have to take it the 5-6 turn. We just got him at the 6-7 turn. And got Kittle and tight end premium. Plus a 412 ETN. Like, what are we on about? What are we talking about here? This is a sweet team. You know, 7 is doing this well. I was betting on 7 to screw up the 0 RB build. He has been doing this well. I'll give him that. I will give him that. Yeah, I agree. I had a tier break too after JSN and Lockett, so I figured we could just take both. Now we're just seeing a ton of wide receivers go off the board too, which you always love to see. And there goes Trevor Lawrence. Good pick. Good pick. I was debating him, but I didn't think it was the right play. Dotson, Kamara, and then T-Law. Alexander Madison gone yet? Yeah, I missed that. So is Miles Sanders. Cam Akers as well. Swift still on the board. So it would have been Swift at 701 is tough. Like late 7th, I can do Swift. Do you trust JT? I trust the hell out of JT, man. I'm thinking both, Brian. I'm thinking both. That's the goal, to be honest. So Freiermuth and Connor. Wow, 7th round Freiermuth and Titan Premium. Probably a good pick. Wow, Sky Moore in the 7th round. Woo! I can't do it. You're stronger man than I am. I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough to make that pick. Pickens is a good pick. So Freiermuth is gone. I have to make sure I check that off. I'm slacking a little bit with making sure that I'm all caught up here. Kirk Cousins also makes sense as a nice little stackarooski. Let's see. And that's fair, Brock. Like, I agree. Like, that's pretty much what I said. I agree. I think in hindsight, I tried to get a little bit cute at running back and see if I could have gotten, like, some crazy value to fall to me. Dobbins was okay, but I agree. One of those wide receivers should have been Gibbs or ETN. But outside of that, like, nobody proposed something else I should have changed differently, you know? Outside of that, I mean, like, your comment was, like, level-headed. I see a pretty big teardrop after Trevor Lawrence. Like, I'm not even that big on taking Deshaun. So Jason's a wide receiver 3 in his squad, so I don't love him this year. You would have said the same thing about Christian Watson last year. Amon-Ra St. Brown the year before that. He's a rookie wide receiver, stud prospect. Like, I'll just bet that he can figure it out and just bet on the talent. Watch the 3-hole with QB. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's a good call. I'm always lacking on, like, scoping out what correlation everybody's got going on. It's really just I'm betting on the offense, and they're just a setup where Lockett's more of a hammer early on, And the idea with JSN is that he catches on towards the end of the season, and maybe it's at Lockett's expense or it's at Metcalf's expense, and he just like balls out late in the year. I'm just betting on the Seahawks passing offense in general by taking them both. Yeah, Muth in the mid-7th in a tight end premium is really nice, to be honest. So this guy went Gabe. They are Black Viper. Like, strategies are the same for non-PPR leagues, but I'm not implementing 0 RB, if that makes sense. But I'm doing the same stuff, but just with, if I was playing in standard leagues, I would just be doing hero RB or double hero. You could probably make the case as well that, like, wide receiver versus running back. Like, honestly, in standard leagues, it doesn't matter as much. This guy in the 11 spot is going crazy for running backs. Oh, it's a big stretch to go Sky Moore before Pickens. Yeah, round 7 Sky Moore, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can do 9-10. I can do 9-10. 9-10 is all I got. You said 0 RB is my bread and butter. Yeah, I appreciate that. And, like, I'm in a spot where, like, I can justify spending crazy amounts of money on fantasy football for content. Wow, 805 DeAndre Swift is sexy. Wow. That's what I was hoping for in my last FFPC draft, where I really pushed RB2 and tried to get Swift or Montgomery to fall back to me, and it didn't happen. But, man, that's a beauty right there. Big respect to the 8 spot for getting that to fall to him. Don't love the team entirely, but that's a great 805 DeAndre Swift is really sweet. I'll give him that. Gabe Zay, Montgomery, and I don't feel any pressure to take running back at all right now. We have just through the flex. I'd like another like 2 wide receivers before through round 10 probably. So Swift. Burks is still around. So is Bateman. Cooks goes. Thomas gone. Is Dalvin Cook available? Dalvin Cook being available in these leagues is kind of crazy. All right, I got some ideas. There's some guys available that I like. Team 9 has the best draft right now. No, the 7th round Sky Moore pick is bad. 7th round Sky Moore is bad. Yeah, Randy Moss was number 3 wide receiver from Minnesota in 1998, and then he was sweet. Yeah, that's actually a great point. And that's not to say that JSN is going to be Randy Moss, but it's just that he's a rookie wide receiver. We don't know how talented he is. He could be the best wide receiver on that team, or if not, he could be the best wide receiver on that team by the end of the year. Like, rookie wide receivers just find a way to get on the field. And most teams in the NFL are using 3 wide receiver sets. So I don't know why it's a big deal to be the 3rd wide receiver in an offense. They're taking like the 7th round, you know? Like, Zay Flowers is like technically the 3rd wide receiver, and he went 7-12. Like, I don't know. I don't read too much into depth charts when it comes to like, I just want the talented players. Yeah, I would have gone Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devonta Smith. Oh, you're saying I was honestly talking about this number 9 guy, but I agree. In that 12 spot, I think it was a good way to go. Wow, you said Pepper Prince. This guy's a poker player that was in there. Why no meta? It just didn't work out that way. Yeah, Swift is a really nice value there. I don't love the Connor pick though. Damn, I would have, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was eyeing up the Elijah Moore. I was heavily debating the Elijah Moore, Deshaun Watson thing there. Where does Andy Richardson go in these? Can't be QB just yet. There goes Gibson. We're just gonna piss yellow. I got 2 wide receivers in mind that I'm praying that 2 chills out. Okay. All right, I think I know what we're gonna do here. I think I know what I want to do here. I think this is going to be Quentin Johnston and Treylon Burks, fellas. Like, I'm looking around. Quentin Johnston and Treylon Burks is what sticks out to me. Like, I know Deshaun is around. I don't really want to take a naked Deshaun. We already have two running backs. Like, I don't really feel a ton of pressure. So let's do it. This is like my last 2 wide receivers in a tier. I do like Bateman, but he could fall back to us, which would be pretty sweet. So let's go Burks. And let's go QJ. I'm in love with this start. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I really, really like this start. What do we think about this start, fellas? 9th round, Quentin Johnston. 8-12, Treylon Burks, dude. Whoever was calling this draft bad, bro. Put that on your pipe and smoke on it. Put that on your pipe and smoke on it, bro. Look at this guy at the 2 spot. Zach Charbonnet and Tank Bigsby at 8-9. I love this team. I love this team. It's going to come down to, we're going to be looking at QB at this 10-11 turn. It's going to come down to landing the plane correctly at QB. Oh, I might literally hit the Gwitty right now. I might stand up and do it. Yeah, QBs are kind of devalued here. Or at least passing QBs. So, yeah. If Richardson makes it back to us at this 10-11 turn, I will be taking him. Yeah, it is a shame we didn't get to see him as a junior. JSN. He would have balled the hell out. Him next to Marvin Harrison Jr. would have been sweet. He said, aren't you worried QJ's the wide receiver 3 on his team? No, sir. Like, it's not quite this simple, but I just want the good team. I just want the good players, man. I just want to draft talented players. JSN, Quentin Johnston, elite wide receiver prospects in the RS grading system. I'm just going to bet that they'll get on the field and perform. We saw with Garrett Wilson last year. Like, good players get on the field and perform no matter what the target totem pole is. And they're both on fantastic offenses, too. Like, Seattle and the Chargers are both, like, favorites to be top 10 scoring offenses. You know, they're both behind old wide receivers that could get hurt. Like, players get hurt in the NFL, man. And even on top of that, you can ball out. Like, in the modern NFL, everyone's running 11 personnel with 3 wide receivers at a time. Like, I just don't care, man. I'm not going to draft, like, I'm trying to think, but, like, would you rather draft Nico Collins because he's, like, the wide receiver 1 in Houston over, like, more talented players? Like, give me the wide receiver 3 on a great offense over the wide receiver 1 on, like, shitty offenses, you know? I love this team, dude. I'm loving this team. It's going to come down to QB. You're right. It's going to come down to QB, but I love this team. You said Ron having a great draft, hoovering up that value, dude. I'll just sit in the pocket. I draft enough teams. I don't gotta take my guy every time. Like, so many of these guys in the FFPC drafts, like, oh, it's get your guy season, fuck ADP, like all the boomers in my comments, dude. I'm really about it. I play in so many leagues that I don't have to get my guy in every draft, man. And it's funny too because like Quentin Johnston is my guy. I just have the patience to wait for him to get to me in a spot where I'd like to draft him. That's all it comes down to, man. And if somebody's stumbling on Quentin Johnston, so what, man? I'll get him in another draft. I think that's the advantage of just playing in enough leagues that it doesn't really matter, you know? That might have next time I get a turn like that, like Treylon Burks and Quentin Johnston felt really good. I might have to stand up and hit something. Hey man, should I trade AJ Brown, Nick Chubb, and A-Rod for Chase? Is this I appreciate the super chat, by the way. Is this dynasty or what? Is this dynasty or is this redraft? I'm assuming A-Rod is Aaron Rodgers for Jamar Chase, Miles Sanders, and Jalen Hurts. AJ Brown, Nick Chubb, and A-Rod. Oh, that's so tough, dude. It's like a first and some shitty picks for like 2 seconds. And a shitty QB. It's like a first, second. Probably Chase side, but it's really close. I don't really like either, if I'm being honest. I probably, that feels like Silent Library where you're just like, you know, changing even stuff. I probably just hold tight. I don't know. I don't know if that's a bad take. All right, I was so jacked up about that pick that I like forgot to like cross things off. Is that 52? Does that make me a boomer, sir? No. Like I just say boomer as in like RB bros that like draft robust RB. Like you can be a boomer and be like 29. In my world, I do definitely overuse it, but just how I classify guys who like sucking up all the QB value or running back value. My bad. Pacheco go yet? Yeah. All right. So I'm really behind on crossing things off right now. Brian Robinson go? Yep. Brian Robinson is gone. Deshaun is finally gone. We had Dalton Schultz and Kincaid go. Jerick McKinnon, huh? McKinnon at the 9-12, huh? Don't know how I feel about that. So Pirine went outside. So we had a lot of these sort of running backs go. McKinnon, Pirine, Sutton, Tony. A-Chain, Dylan. Bigsby was a strange pick there. Charbonnet was more than fine. Penny go? Rashad Penny on the board? Wow. Rashad Penny in the... What is this? Like the... Rashad Penny in the 10th round. He's not going to get back to me, but my God, I would do sick and twisted things for 10th round Rashad Penny. I'd burn down villages on horseback for Rashad Penny in the 10th round. Yeah, there he goes. Oh, my God. And the 111 just can't help himself. Holy shit, dude. What is the play here? What is the play here, man? No tight ends, no quarterback, no curveball, no changeup, nothing but fucking running backs. Holy shit, dude. What is that, dude? What is that, dude? What is this guy? What is he? Let him cook. What is this guy doing? I mean, I respect it, dude. I respect it. Look at, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 running backs through 10 rounds? He has more running backs through 10 rounds than I know. He has more running backs through 10 rounds than I have wide receivers, and that's saying something. So Dolchich goes. Holy shit, dude. That's insane. 111 is out of his mind. I mean, look, I love 10th round Rashad Penny is great, and I imagine he just couldn't help himself, but that's, like, I don't even know. In what world is Rashad Penny cracking his lineup? Like, he's not going to trade him. You can't trade. You can't trade in this league. Oh, you're right that he's autoing a lot of these picks. Anybody saying anything? No. All right. You're right though. He was autoing. I don't really know what he's up to or what he's cooking in there, but respect, I guess. The guy's going to get back to his computer and request a backseat on the entire draft. All right, so I need to think long and hard about what we're going to do with this pick here. 3 is live to go Geno. I can't say I would want to take Geno at this 10-11 turn here. Oh, so Bateman did go. Okay, so Bateman was a guy that I was eyeing down if he made it back. That would have been really cool, but he did not. It's a little bit of a late reaction from me. Elijah Mitchell and Damian Harris seem like they're still out there. Elijah Mitchell and Damian Harris do seem like they're still on the board here. Rondell Moore, we should be thinking about, like, tight end. I'm definitely thinking about Anthony Richardson. I'm thinking about Geno as well, but he seems to be like someone we could get at the 12-13 turn. Tight end and tight end premium is, like, always always kind of a pick you should be thinking about. But, like, yeah, I'm not stoked about any of these guys. Laporta would have been interesting. None of these wide receivers are like. I think we probably go like a running back and a QB here. No! Dude, I thought we were a lock to get Anthony Richardson, man. I thought we were a lock to get him. I don't know what to do. One of these has to be a running back. Anybody have an idea here? We got screwed bad on Richardson. Dak is a QB in this range, but I don't feel the need to go with Dak. We're going to need like 2 upside swings later. I mean, like, Daniel Jones is always an option. Like, we're not completely fucked there, but that would have been the pick. That was the pick. So we're going to take one. We have a running back that I like. Oh, my God. And he goes, oh. Oh, this is bad. Oh, man. All right. All right. So we are going to have to figure it the fuck out. So there goes Geno at the 2 spot. Why? Jameson Williams is gone. We're going to go Elijah Mitchell here. Elijah Mitchell's the first one we're going to go with. We're just going to have to punt QB and stream it. That's really the only thing I can say. I think this is going to be Damian Harris and Elijah Mitchell. That's like the only thing I can really come to. I know Cousins, but and maybe I get burned again pushing quarterback, dude. But so there goes Elijah Mitchell. Like I'm not going to now panic and take a QB. I know that Kirk Cousins makes sense here. I'm gonna push it more. I don't think it's the play. Like there's plenty of guys like we can just take 2 of like like Dak and Tua are still on the board. We can take 2 of Kirk, Jones. If one of these top 4 guys make it back to me, I'll be fine. I'm going to go Damian Harris. Damn it. I don't know. If Addison team takes Kirk, it's not the end of the world. Like, we're at a spot now where this is the darkest timeline in terms of what I'm doing at QB. Exactly. In 4-point passing TD, Kirk isn't, like, crazy. We don't need Kirk. Like, Tua's still on the board. Dak is still on the board. I don't feel pressure. The only QB I wasn't going to take Geno there. Geno was never on my radar at this turn. But it was going to be Richardson. Sucks that this guy took Richardson. It's a good pick, but goddamn. Still fine with the team, but quarterback is not going as planned. I just wish that this was Richardson and one of these 2 running backs here. Kind of thing as well, like Chargers, Seattle. Yeah, we got nothing besides Vikings. Nothing besides Vikings. Yeah, I'm not, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm pissed right now, and I'm definitely, like, in my bag, upset. But I still do love this team. It's just, Richardson would have been the cherry on top, is really what it comes down to. Is Harris really worth it over a decent QB? In my eyes, yes. In my eyes, yes. I like, this isn't still a team. Like, we're now in a spot where we took those 2 running backs and we're kind of set. Like, if I don't take another running back, I'm fine. If I don't take another wide receiver, I feel fine. Like, taking Elijah Mitchell, Damian Harris there, in my eyes, freed us up to do whatever the hell we want from pick 12 on. If Kirk doesn't make it back, I won't be upset. This isn't 6-point passing TD. I'm not, like, crazy about it. Honest to God, I prefer Dak and Daniel Jones over Kirk straight up, even unstacked, both of those guys. So we'll see what makes it back to us. You guys know me. I like, when it comes to these drafts, I am kind of a perfectionist. Like, I like every pick to be perfect, but we got locked out there. It really wasn't a big deal. We still have plenty of options. Like, again, plenty of guys. Like, now, to me, Damian Harris is in a tier ahead of, like, these Roshan, Algier, Spears types as well. So I'm fine getting kind of the last of a tier for me. Like, I have Damian Harris in my rankings that you can find on patreon.com/fun. So nice little cheat sheet that I'm updating on the side here. I have Damian Harris as a guy I take in the 10th round. So, I mean, we got him at, like, what? We got him at the 1101. Like, that's fine. Same with Elijah Mitchell. I have him as a 10th round guy. So Tyjae is gone. I have Tyjae as a 13th round guy. It goes Dobbs and Juju. Higbee. Definitely have to crank some more purple with these tight ends. We probably want another tight end or two in tight end. Because, like, in tight end premium, like, to be honest, like, when we look at these wide receivers, like, on a given week, like a Greg Dulcich, you might start him in your flex over, you know, a Juju or a Dobbs or something. Yeah, you're right, Brock. First pick we didn't like in the first 10 rounds. Like, we're doing just fine here. But in a perfect world, I would have loved that. So there goes Tua. Behind Burrow, man. People are drafting backup QBs. Let's see. Take Kirk, buddy. Take Kirk before you take a tight end 1 or a wide receiver 3. I don't really care. What am I thinking for another tight end? I don't know. There's not, like, I like Mayer and stuff. But like his ADP is kind of all over the place. I would love Mayer, but I always get burned on his ADP. I think Likely is actually kind of like a pretty sick pick. In these, because tight end premium, he gets a big boost, and then we know when to start him in a managed league, you know, when the starter goes down in Mark Andrews. All right, so I'm kind of getting pretty sloppy with keeping things up here. Let's see, is this going to be another auto pick from this guy? I hope he's all right. You know, like I don't really know what happened to the poor guy. Oh my God, he's going to auto another pick here. He's just going to auto this entire thing, huh? And he gets Dak to get autoed to him. That's pretty funny. Oh my God. There it is. Gets a Dak auto. I gotta be honest, that guy's autoing so much, dude, that I'm not even really worried about, is a QB stack even that important in Managed League? In my eyes, it is. First of all, in your normal redraft managed home league, it's not the end of the world if you don't stack your quarterback. Ideally, you do, right? Because if you pick a quarterback, you're betting on that passing offense. You want a piece of that. Because, again, you're making a season-long bet that passing offense is good, first of all. Second of all, you want that compounding, you know, if you take Trevor Lawrence and you have Calvin Ridley starting every week, Calvin Ridley has a good week, so does Trevor Lawrence. So you can kind of, you know, sync up your stuff, and it's nice that way. But the second thing is that this is a tournament. So I'm trying to win $1 million here. And to do that, you have a sprint, weeks 15, 16, 17. You need to have, like, the highest score possible over those 3 weeks. And to do that, you need correlation. You need your quarterback to be stacked because you need those spike weeks to kind of line up with each other over those 3 weeks. So it's really crucial in this format, but even it's less crucial in a standard redraft managed league, but even in a redraft managed league, it's still pretty important. Like, even in my home league, I'm still going to be trying to stack my QB. Yeah, he's literally just going to auto this entire draft. I mean, more power to him, but goddamn. It's not how I would be spending $350. But that's why I love these drafts, man. People, like, these are just guys with deep pockets, don't really give a fuck. I couldn't really tell you what this guy's doing. And he goes Odell Beckham auto pick. All right, so, like, people were concerned about him going Kirk. Kirk might make it back to us. He might not. It's not the end of the world if he doesn't, but that guy was not going to be the one to screw things up. So there goes Lazard. Let's think for a second. Let's think. I still am not all the way caught up with crossing guys off here. There goes Rondale. That's actually a great Rondale price. 12th round Rondale. Rondale's gone. There goes Komet. More purple. Let's think. Tyjae. All right, so we got all those. I think we're pretty much up to date here. There goes Gerald Everett. I was never going to really take Everett. My next highest ranked tight end is Mayer, but what's his ADP these days? Mayer is going in the... He's going the 16-17 turn. I mean, I'll probably look at him around like the 14-15 turn. So I don't really trust that, but... So let's... I'm looking at ADP right now. So what are we at, the 12-13? So I'm looking at like Daniel Jones, Kirk Cousins. Daniel Jones, Kirk Cousins. We don't really have any other stacks lined up there. I'm also going to be looking at, I think like Mims and Mingo are also very interesting too. I'm curious what you guys think about like Mims and Mingo. I do like those guys. I'll be looking at Daniel Jones and Kirk Cousins. Daniel Jones and Kirk Cousins back-to-back might be the play. It'll be tough to pass on like Mims and I think Rashee Rice already went, but like I do love those rookie wide receivers of like Mims. What do you guys think about that? Double tapping Daniel Jones and Kirk Cousins at this turn if it presents itself. Daniel Jones in this format is a 12th rounder and Kirk Cousins is like an 11-12. Yeah, and 4-point passing TD. I think Daniel Jones is the pick if he makes it to us here. I don't know if he will, but Mims one of the QBs. Yeah, I don't know if I have to stack them. I'm curious to see what's the furthest that Daniel Jones has fallen in these, or not Daniel Jones, but Kirk. Where's Kirk fallen in these? Kirk's latest fall 1502. So it wouldn't be crazy. I mean, it would be pretty crazy, but You think double dip, Brock? That's what I'm thinking too. Like, we don't necessarily need another rookie wide receiver. Like, we do already have 1, 2, 3, 4 through the flex, plus another 2. Like, yeah, we don't necessarily need one. And like a Mingo / Jaden Reed / Marvin Mims might make it back to us. You guys like the Cousins? I think Cousins Daniel Jones is my idea here. No, say it isn't so with both week 13 buys, bro. Say it isn't fucking so. I mean, I can just stream somebody that week and it's not a huge deal. But it will suck. It really sucks for... It does suck for the playoff weeks, huh? No! Oh my goodness. This guy takes Andy Richardson and Daniel Jones. I'm going to break things. Oh, I'm going to break things. Like Daniel Jones was the guy I wanted way more than the other one, but I think it's going to be Cousins, and we'll worry about second QB later. You just have to secure that Jefferson stack with him at this point. Yeah, I think Cousins Mims is the play as well. I think it is. It's not a huge deal. I'm being dramatic again, but that is annoying as fuck. God damn. Someone said Kadarius Toney's available. He's not. He's right here. Man. All right. I mean, respect, man. I mean, Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson's a great QB room to have. Like, it's not like it was a bad pick for him or like he did that out of spite or anything. It's just unfortunate. Maybe we could have kicked Kirk around. You never know in these rooms. We got Kirk at a decent value. His ADP is 11-12. We got him at 12-12. You know, we got him around past his ADP, Kirk. And we needed to stack him to Jefferson. I'm kind of fine with it. Richie James. Yeah, now we have a Russ stack set up. I mean, we have Russ, like, I guess Tannehill, but I don't want Tannehill. Trying to think through what else we can kind of like who is even really worth taking now as like a QB. We got Kirk, I guess Rodgers, but we don't have any tight ends there. I do think I guess Russ is kind of a good call. Double buy. To be honest, I wouldn't have been all that scared by the double buy. Kyler Late's interesting, but I don't think it's necessary. You eat baked beans? I appreciate the super chat, but I do not eat baked beans. It's an interesting question. But I do not indulge in baked beans. Trying to 3. I'm trying to get... I mean, the Kyler pivot's okay. In a perfect world, I want these guys to be stacked. Oh, what do we think about Purdy to George Kittle, fellas? What do you think about like Purdy to George Kittle? Is that doable? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. What do we think about that, fellas? I guess Purdy or Tannehill could be the plays as the second QB. I mean, they're rough options, but we can always just like cut them and just like, you know, take next year's Geno Smith off waivers. But again, in this format, you really want your quarterback to be correlated with like a meaningful pass catcher. What do you guys think about that? I agree Trey's better, but he's not starting week 1. I'm thinking Tannehill or Purdy as QB2, but that's freaking ugly. That's pretty ugly. I do have Elijah Mitchell as well. Purdy's only playing half the year. I could take Purdy and Trey Lance, but I think that's probably a bad idea. Should I go Purdy and Trey Lance? I don't know if I can roster 3 QBs, but in the context of this build, maybe I can. I'm not getting Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's not happening. So Jefferson, that's out of the question. Yeah, so it's pretty much Tannehill, Purdy, Russ, Mingo off the board. Brock, you said you fuck with it? Yeah, I agree. I think Purdy or Tannehill's probably the play. Like, what's their ADPs? Purdy's 18th. Tannehill's pretty much undrafted. People are saying Goff, but I don't have any Goff correlation. And I know I'm being like kind of a nerd about it, but like I promise in this format where you want to take it all down, you have to have it. You're not going to win it all unless you're quarterback. And I'm trying to win the mill. I know that's pretty crazy to say out loud, but I would love to win the mill. This auto drafter is crazy. All right, this bot's getting banned very quickly. I will see you later, my young bull. All right, so Mims is gone. Mingo is gone. Let's get back on my grind here. I haven't been checking off the players as they go. I know we're like pretty late for me to be doing this still, but like low-key OCD when it comes to this. KJ Osborne in the 13th is interesting. So Deonta Foreman, Jeff Wilson. I just want to make sure I'm up to date on like the running backs because we could still take another running back or 2 if we wanted to. I don't feel a ton of pressure to though, is what I'll say. So Foreman goes. Foreman's gone. Jeff Wilson's gone. Mingo sadly is gone. I would have loved if Mingo came back to us. I don't think that was going to happen though. Irv and Jawan Johnson. We're going to need to take... If Mayer makes it back to us, we're taking Mayer. Even though it's like kind of a reach. I think it's probably playing with fire to see if he'll make it back. Like I imagine his range is pretty wide, Mayer. If I'm looking at his... the earliest he's gone is 12-10. His ADP is 16-12. So should we push him to freaking... I mean, the latest he's gone is 20th. Maybe we could push him to the 16-17 turn, but I don't know. I don't know that that's wise. So Van's gone. Deonta Foreman, Wilson, Ford. The auto drafter takes defense. Goff is gone. So Goff, Ford... Russell Wilson is kind of interesting with Mims. I kind of disregarded that when somebody said Russell Wilson, but we could maybe make Russell Wilson work. I don't love it, and Mims isn't really enough. I don't know that Mims is enough to justify it, but it could be the play. No, we can't go. Jimmy Garoppolo is pretty rough, man. All right, so Gus Edwards is out of here. I am pretty behind right now. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. Irv, Jawan, Mooney, Mostert gone. Gainwell, of course, gone. Hubbard gone. Pierce still hanging around? He is. Zamir White. That felt pretty early for Zamir White. All right, we're all good. So I'm definitely staring down, like... I like Jaden Reed, the Packers... I will say, though, we don't need as much correlation with the second pick. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Maybe it should have been Mingo to Bryce. I mean, Wilson Mims is objectively a stack. I can promise that. So DJ Chark gone. I will say the second quarterback being stacked doesn't matter as much because we can just have Kirk Cousins with Jefferson in the shootout and be fine. Let's think. Let's look at the draft room right now and get some. Let's get a queue going, maybe. So what's Russ's ADP usually? He's usually going in the 13th round. We're about to be at the 14-12. Kind of interesting. Russ, Kyler, Purdy. Bryce Young probably goes further than Purdy. Tannehill is like undrafted. Running backs that are available. Fournette's kind of interesting. Not crazy about it, though. There goes Hyatt. I don't really like any of the running backs. Alec Pierce is gone. We're going to do... I think for sure one of these picks is going to be Jaden Reed. Now, after Jaden Reed, I'm debating between Russell Wilson. Let's go Russell Wilson. I do think like his ADP. Like I was thinking about going with Mayer. But we'll see if he makes it back to us. I don't feel a ton of pressure. We can sort of crank tight ends on the way back, but I think Russ makes sense. He's like by far and away like the highest ADP left. His ADP technically like 13th round. We're about to get him at like the 1501. I think he makes sense there. We can make the case we didn't need Mims and Reed there, but like, I feel pretty good about our running backs. I think this is fine. I think this is good. I don't think Mayer's gonna make it back to us, but I don't feel that bad about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have like plenty of wide receiver options. We have a lot of upside swings. We're gonna have Kirk to Jefferson for our shootout. Russ is like semi-correlated with Mims, so I feel fine about that. Yeah, I think we're good. And like if you want to go Galaxy Brain, we even have some Week 17 correlation. In case we make it to that final shootout where we have Reed on the other side of our Kirk to Jefferson, and we have Mims, Russell Wilson with a Quentin Johnston bring back. So something to think about. I don't feel just super pressed to take a running back. And like the thing is that the running backs are so yucky. Like you know what I mean? Like Fournette, Kareem Hunt, Clyde. Like these are all guys in the same tier that I'll just take a couple swings on later. I will say, let me know your guys' favorite like running back dart throws right now. Like who's looking good? Yeah. So here's what we have so far. Out of the one spot, tight end premium, it's 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 2 flex, a tight end, 10 bench spots, kicker defense, tight end premium. So 1.5 PPR for the tight end, and it's just 4-point passing TD. And there's no trades. It's Jefferson, JT, Higgins, Travis Etienne, George Kittle, and tight end premium. Tyler Lockett, JSN, Treylon Burks, Quentin Johnston, Elijah Mitchell, Damian Harris, Kirk Cousins, Marvin Mims, Jaden Reed, Russell Wilson so far. We are done at wide receiver. We have 3 more non-kicker defense picks to make. Probably going to be 1 running back and 2 tight ends, something among those lines. Yeah, I've heard. I'm done taking Ty Chandler. I've heard that like it's probably Kene and Wangwu. Still screw up that name every time I try to say it. It seems like it's an Nwangwu thing. They scheduled a touch to JSN. I love that. Yeah, Joshua Kelly's a good call. Your favorite dart throws are Chase Brown. That not late, Brock. That's not late enough. I need something later. Chase Brown, fellas. Chase Brown went in the at the 13-12. I need deeper. I need deeper. We're talking fellas. We're talking these guys. We're talking Clyde. I mean, you guys know if Clyde and Prince are probably the two guys I'm eyeing up. Josh Kelly. I guess Evan. No, I don't really want Evan Hull. I like Keontae Ingram, but he's like what? He's like hurt or like dealing with something right now. Deuce Vaughn, I guess, has been getting pumped. Pause if needed. Kyron Williams is interesting. Sucks that Travion got hurt. Spiller. Sean Tucker, if that's your thing. Maybe one of the Jets backups like Knight or Abinaconda. Oh man, we're getting into really rough territory. I mean, like Chris Evans. I love me trying to make the case for some of these guys. Just like frantically being like, I think. I have 10 minutes on the clock and a couple of these and 2 Bulldogs that I need to take a pick on. So let's go Gibson. It's like Inception drafts right now, but just what has to be done. Boom. 2% battery on my phone. Yeah, I like, I'll probably go Clyde or Deneric Prince. I hate to say it. And I'm really eyeing up. I pray that nobody in here in this stream chat is in this draft room, but I'm praying for Mayer on the way back. I don't know if he gets here, though. Travion injury isn't bad. Whichever, Dallas running back's a good call. Could get Galaxy Brain with some Week 17 stuff. Like, yeah, I think Charters as a bring back on our Denver stuff is a good idea if we want to get real Galaxy Brain. Could go Kene and Wangwu with, like, Kirk Cousins, because that's betting on a Madison injury, which means that they'll crank up the passing volume. Okay, so let's actually star some of these guys. I like Clyde. I like Prince. I'm not a huge fan of Strong, but I'll star him just because someone mentioned him. Josh Kelly. We'll star... What's going on with Keontae Ingram, fellas? Is he going to be all right? We'll go Deuce Vaughn and Malik Davis. We'll go... I liked as well Isaiah Spiller. And I liked Kenny and... Mayer went. Of course he did. I should have taken him. I knew he wasn't going to come back. What tight ends are, like, worthy of taking at this point? Hunter Henry, yes. Hayden Hurst, yes. Jelani Woods, yes. Don't really love Ferguson, but I think McBride's probably worth taking. All right, we got a queue built up here. How's kicker and defense looking right now? No Tucker. All right. Rico Dowdle, come on. Now we're getting deep. Is CPAT on the board? I think so. I think he is. I'm not a huge fan of Cordell Patterson, but I see the vision. I definitely do see the vision. Yeah, Cordell Patterson, I'll star him. Yeah, Marlon Mack. Dude, tearing your Achilles. Dude, I hope that it's in 2 separate legs for the guy, but geez, dude, like, that's brutal. Freaking the sheets, that's me, my boy. Do you message them ahead of time and get them to put CH? Yeah, I slip a little something under the, slip a little something in there. Oh, I love that call of Noah Fant. I do love me some Noah Fant. If he gets to us, we're gonna go Prince. Yeah, dude, it sucks. It sucks so bad, man. I do feel bad for him too, dude. 2 Achilles tears is fucking brutal. Like I can't imagine. My mom had like a she had some sort of complication with her Achilles tendon. She had to get a similar surgery. So like she didn't. It's not like she tore it because she was like an explosive athlete, but she had a some kind of complication with it where she needed to get a surgery on it. Like when I was younger, I was like probably like 10, and it was like, dude, seeing her like, and of course she's not a pro athlete, so it's not it's not the same apples to apples, but like recovering from an Achilles surgery is brutal, dude. Like, and something else that doesn't get talked about, dude, like the type of like the painkillers that you got to get on, like that's a fucking really dangerous slope, dude. Like the painkillers, like my mom was in like a wheelchair, like in pain. Um, Luckily she was fine with the pills and good about them, but it's like the whole thing's a fucking nightmare. And then rehabbing, like, Jesus, dude. I literally can't imagine. All right, so this is gonna be Deneric Prince for sure. After Deneric Prince, I don't know what I want to do though. I think it's gonna be Deneric Prince and Hunter Henry. I think that's how we're gonna play this. Hayden Hurst is freaking interesting though. Any chance that Hunter Henry makes it back to us? No. All right, so we're gonna take Hunter Henry and Deneric Prince. That's what I've decided. You said Ty Chandler looks damn good. To be honest, I already have a ton of Ty Chandler that I've been taking. Tank Dell still available? I know people keep asking me about Tank Dell, dude. Like I'm not all interested in Tank Dell. Not in redraft manage. You drafted Mac 1.5 hours before Luck retired. God damn. Yeah, no. It's like it's over. There's just no way. Noah Fant for the spiteful chant. Who's Sherman? Oh, Richard Sherman? Did Richard Sherman tear his Achilles? Or are you talking about a different Sherman that I'm not thinking of? Yeah, dude. It's like that's really the scariest part of football. Just like painkillers, like those surgeries, like like we sort of look at it like Bryce Hall, and I do it as well, where it's like Bryce Hall's gonna be fine. He tore his ACL, clean tear, but it's like even then, that surgery is pretty invasive, and rehabbing is fucking brutal. Like it's honestly why Andrew Luck retired. The rehabs are so brutal. Surgeries suck. Painkillers, rehab, like it is freaking awful, man. Yeah, my mom's fine now. Like I don't mean to like she's genuinely fine. This is something that happened when this was like we're talking like 10, 15 years ago. I remember when I was like a kid, like having to like go around the house like help her when she was in a wheelchair. But yeah, like she's fine. She did her like physical therapy and shit, but like she has to do like stretches every night. Like she's honestly really good about like having routines and actually sticking to them, unlike me, to be honest. But yeah, she like stretches. She like makes sure that she stretches it out every night, which is like probably something else that these players have to do. It's like you get an Achilles surgery, and now that's an added routine every night. You're stretching out. I feel like I don't know if it was an Achilles, but I think Tariq Cohen had something interesting. I wonder what he's up to. I remember reading like a really sad story about his upbringing. That he did like a Players Tribune sort of like article. It was really sad. Like his brothers got like caught up in gang shit and like died. And he was just like trying to make it in the league. He got like his first contract and he like tore his Achilles or whatever, or like an ACL and then Achilles. I can't remember what it was with Tariq Cohen, but I hope he makes some kind of comeback. I'm not sure what he's up to these days. Luck retirement in the chat. Does keeping Ramondre as 5th round pick alter any draft strategy? Not really. Should we be drafting more Mahomes since wide receiver stacks with him are easy late draft? In redraft manage, no. In best ball, like probably. But he is the QB1 in best ball for that reason. Should I feel like he made Brady better somehow? Yeah, Brady is a monster. But Brady was ACL, right? I saw you say that you were watching Mark Norman shorts. For me, it's Shane Gillis by a lot. But I do understand those that like Norman more. Like, I do get it. It's not my style of comedy. Like, I wouldn't call it Seinfeld-esque, but it's like, I don't know. I'm talking out of turn here. I've seen some of Norman's stuff. I like him on podcasts. I listen to podcasts when he's hanging out with Shane and stuff. But and if he came to town, I would watch him. But I think, in my non-biased opinion, I think Shane's the best comedian alive right now. So I'll take Shane. But I think it's close. Mark Norman's good, but he's not exactly my style. But he's probably a more technically funny comedian than Shane. Like, I do respect, like, now we're getting pretty whack here, but I do respect his I respect the way that he, like, it's very how am I trying to say this? Like, I fuck with Roan heavy. He's like with Barstool and shit, and he was talking about it. Like, he was a former battle rapper, Roan, and he kind of talks about how Norman's, like, it's almost battle rap-ish in a way where he's like getting to punchlines, and it's like it's so much in such a short time is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's so technical. Like, he's technically really good, but I do just enjoy Shane's comedy more. It's just more like outlandish and more of kind of what I like. But I do get that, like, it's sort of childish and immature, a lot of his stuff, so. I agree. Like, the mental stuff, too. Like, even just, like, trying to, like, planting on your foot and trusting it, you know, is, like, crazy. So Ty Chandler's our generation's Alexander Madison. I've been betting on Ty Chandler, but, like, I've been pumping the brakes ever so slightly. Mark Norman or Shane Gillis? Oh, I already answered that. I'm such an idiot. I literally just went on and on about that, but. Do you like having first pick? I hate it as it burned me every time. I don't mind it. Y'all ever watch Tim Robinson? I love Tim Robinson. I haven't seen the entire thing of I Think You Should Leave, but I've watched some sketches. I've watched, like, the first, like, 5 or 6 episodes. I'll probably watch it eventually. I'm watching Attack on Titan right now, though. Whoa, Bert and Tom all the way. That's where I'm gonna have to ask you to slow your roll, brother. I mean, like, I think they're okay. I think Segura is much better than Bert, but I'm not a big Bert guy. Yeah, for those that don't know, I like the Shane Gillis thing is actually crazy. So if you guys are fans of Shane Gillis, I went to go see him where the Devils play, and you guys know I'm a huge Devils fan. I go to their games all the time in Newark. All right, I have to actually think about what I'm going to make this pick with. But, so I went to go see him perform in Newark, and afterwards, we were just looking for a bar to go get, like, food or whatever, because, like, he performed in this big arena, and we go to a bar to go get food, and, like, halfway through, like, eating and drinking, like, and mind you, it's like a 15-minute walk away from the arena. I just so happened to luck into being in the same bar that he decided to go to as well. So, like, he goes in. The bar's, like, kind of, like, half empty, but, like, everybody that was there was from the show. But it was, like, probably, like, you know, if the show has, like, 5,000 people, it's probably, like, 25 people in this bar. And he pulls up, for anybody that knows him, he pulls up with, like, he pulls up with Gardini. He pulled up with Nate Marshall and a couple of other comics that he had as, like, his openers. And it was really cool. Like, I went up, I talked to him. He, like, shook my hand. It was, like, really nice and really humble. It was really cool because I had seen him one other time in New York at the Stand. I didn't have the balls to say anything to him because, like, in New York at those comedy clubs, it's very how can I say it? It's like very I kind of want to take Jelani Woods here, man. I'm gonna take Jelani Woods, I think. I'll get back to the Shane story in a second. But yeah, I was by myself in New York a while back. We're going to go Washington team defense. But I didn't have the balls to say anything because it's kind of like an unspoken rule in New York that you don't really say anything to the comics. Like, it's actually pretty crazy. The guy who said Mark Norman in here, or Pesky, I was literally in. So the Stand is a comedy store or comedy club in New York, and I happened to be in New York, for whatever reason, and I wanted to go see that show. Like I was with some friends or whatever, and we went to go see the show. And like Mark Norman just was doing a spot before, like the time slot before, and he just walks right through the bar area. Like there's like a line of us waiting to get in. He just walks right past all of us. Nobody really said anything to him. But like I was literally bumping shoulders with Mark Norman. But yeah, that was really cool. But I didn't have the balls to say anything to Shane. So like I was with my buddies this time, and they were like, "Dude, like you're getting a picture. Like they were like, we're not letting him leave without getting a picture with him." So we got a picture with him. It was really cool. But yeah, he was a nice guy, super humble. Actually had like a conversation with us and like hung out. Yeah, I'm not a big Bert and Tom guy. I mean, I think Tom is okay. I think Tom's stand-up is okay. Bert's stand-up I can't do. I'm not surprised that it wasn't great. Richie James for the free look. God damn it, Henry. You might be onto something with that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mark is like technically like the amount that he like squeezes them in is just insane. Like he's so technically gifted, or not gifted, but you know, like it's very different, which I respect it a lot, but it's not quite. I would see him live. Like I like, you know, I think he's a good comic. But I do prefer Shane. That's honestly, I prefer Shane. You could list anybody, and I would say Shane. You could say Dave Chappelle, and I'd probably say Shane. He's that good. I do feel really lucky that I got to see him during this tour because he's going to drop a special or whatever. Probably have a lot of the jokes that I got to see. And it's going to be pretty good. I'd say that much. I thought it was really funny. Yeah, it is fair. Kylan Granson might be that guy. I don't know. I took Jelani Woods. Like, I'm not crazy about Jelani Woods, but I don't know. Was there a better pick to make? I'm trying to think through. Like, there's not a Denver guy I would have liked or a Viking stack there. Where's Jelani Woods' ADP in these? I mean, yeah, he goes 18th round. We got him 18th round. K-Don goes later. We could have gone Dawson Knox, but on a tight end premium, like, I don't really want Dawson Knox. Fant would have been interesting. I don't know. I don't feel bad about that pick. No, I love Dave Chappelle. And I think probably in their primes, of course, Dave Chappelle is better. But I'm saying, like, if I could go to one of their shows, probably, I don't know. It'd be close. That's the craziest part. Now that I've gone to Shane's show and seen his new material, I would pick Chappelle. I love Chappelle. Don't get me wrong. And I will say too, DKB with that Shane pick. I mean, he was recruited. He played, you know, D1 football as an offensive lineman at Army. We took a picture together. I was similar size, you know. I was looking like a big bull next to him. You're talking about Jordan Atkins, brother? I don't know, man. Jordan Atkins, miss me with it, please. I think. Yeah, I don't know why I said General Granson, but yeah, Granson is good. I think Nature's Greatest Miracle. I think you're watching this back and not live. I don't know what you're on about. Love to see Akers go. I think that he's just commenting live. I think he's just commenting live, but he's behind. I don't know. But how do we feel about this draft all in all, fellas? I feel pretty good about it. I actually kind of love this draft. I mean, we got locked out of QB, but I think we kind of played it the correct way. Like, I don't know. I don't know what we could have done better at QB. I don't think Richardson over Quentin Johnston was the answer. Maybe Burrow was the answer over Kittle or ETN. But even then, like we would have been behind at tight end instead of QB. Like it just, you know, it is just pick your poison. You can't be strong everywhere, you know. That may be an indictment on Army football. That's true. Maybe an indictment on Army football. It's actually pretty funny. There's something about Army where I think they have a weight limit. So like their O-line is pretty lean. W draft, yeah. No shot Nature's Miracle is live. But I do enjoy these like kind of delayed responses. Once we make this last pick, we'll look at the final squad, and what the hell does what the hell is all right, so we're on the clock here. Does anybody have a kicker? Does anyone have a kicker take? Anyone have a kicker take? I would love. I'm down for any kicker takes here. I mean, who scored the most last season? Do we just go with the Philly kicker? I think that's probably the best move. Is just Philly kicker. Anyone have a kicker take? They are all welcomed. I think I'm just going to take Jake Elliott. I don't know any better. Eagles are going to score a ton. I think Moody is gone. All right, I'm just going to go Elliott. I don't know that that's a great pick. Nothing really stood out. I think Moody was gone at that point. I could be wrong, but I think he was gone, Moody. Cameron Dicker was gone. Yeah, Moody was gone in the 19th. We got him as picker 13. His ADP is 13. I think Koo was gone. Yeah, Younghoe Koo was way gone. I don't know. I don't care about kicker too much. I'm like looking around. Yeah, I think Jake Elliott's a fine pick there. No, fuck. Fuck, Henry, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. God damn it, man. I'll just pick one up. That was the last pick in the entire draft. Damn it, dude. I'll take one later. I'll just in the first waiver run, I got Henry. Henry, who am I taking on the first waiver run? Tell me. Gay was probably the play. Should I have sorted it by 50-yarders? Gano. Damn it. Maybe Gano or Gay were the move. I'll just pick somebody up for like $0 before week 1. Will Lutz, somebody said. Fuck. I screwed it. The draft is ruined. People are saying Matt Gay on first waiver run. I'm down. I'm game. I'll figure it out when that comes. Rookies only. I don't know why I felt Jake Elliott was a play. My guess, maybe the Eagles' offense regresses. Their schedule's a little bit tougher this year. I don't know. Oh, I got it scheduled in my calendar, Henry. Oh, that's a good move. Yeah, that's the issue. Is the Eagles go for it too much on 4th. Yeah, that was a dumb pick, but it's a 20th round kicker. I don't really care. But here's the final team, fellas. We go out of the 101 spot. This is a tight end premium. $350 draft, $1 million to the first place in the tournament winner. We start from the 1 spot. Jefferson, Taylor, T, Travis Etienne, George Kittle. It's tight end premium, 4-point passing TD, 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receiver, a tight end, 2 flex, full PPR, kicker defense, 10 bench spots. But we go tight end premium, George Kittle, Lockett, JSN, Treylon Burks, Quentin Johnston, Elijah Mitchell, Damian Harris, Kirk Cousins to stack to Justin Jefferson. We got Marvin Mims, Jaden Reed, 2 more like sort of rookie flyers there. Russell Wilson to Mims, Hunter Henry, Deneric Prince, Jelani Woods, Washington defense, Jake Elliott. What do we think about this team, fellas? This is the final roster here. Should I just maybe let's just go to my teams. I hope that it's loaded by now. It should have. Here's the final squad. What do we think? I'm actually pretty stoked about it. It looks stacked everywhere besides QB, and we'll just sort of stream it. What do you guys think on a scale from F to A+? Scale of F to A+, what do we think? Said you could pick up Detroit's kicker. God, Henry, you're a freaking wizard. You're a freaking wizard. You're a wizard. Yeah, I'll get a free look at Detroit kicker. That's a great idea. And then if not, we could just pick another one on Saturday if he doesn't do well. But what do we think? I'm pretty stoked about the team. I'm pretty stoked. Man, I'm shocked by the B's. How do I get this thing to an A+? How do I get an A+ from the people? To me, I'm going A-. A- for me. A-. That's mine. I'll take B+. I'll take B+. I'll take P+. You're saying Patterson is in Cordarrelle Patterson? Who should I drop for Cordarrelle? I don't know who I would even drop. Like, you're talking Cordarrelle Patterson or Kicker Patterson? Is there a Kicker Patterson on that? Riley Patterson? Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Riley Patterson. Good idea. Yeah. So I don't forget. Yeah. We're saying $1? Yeah, let's do that. Good call. Yeah, the QB run did fuck me up. QB did fuck me up. I don't feel like I don't feel like I needed more running backs. I guess if I took a QB over ETN, maybe that would have been the play, and then we could have just like sort of done this like a hero RB type build where we just like fill in from ETN. But I don't know. I did like 412 ETN. I had a tough time passing up on, fellas. I don't know. I like the team. I like the team, but I agree it's not perfect. I'm not saying it's perfect. But to me, I don't think that RB is weak after Taylor Etienne. Like, Taylor Etienne, to me, is like a sick RB duo considering like what the rest of our team looks like. The only place I feel weak at is QB, really. But I don't know. But yeah, that is the stream for tonight. I think we're going to do a morning stream tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. I'll probably schedule it in the morning. I'm not sure when we're going to stream in the morning, but we'll stream in the morning. We'll probably do like 1 or 2 BBM drafts tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that. I appreciate all you guys coming out here, tuning into the stream. As always, I drafted that team based off of, not based off entirely, but I was looking at my cheat sheet that you can find on the Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. I have my top 200 PPR rankings on there, half PPR rankings. It's a cheat sheet. I bring it into every single draft with me, so if you have a home league draft coming up or something, you can have it. It's literally the exact sheet that I use in every single one of my drafts. It's all out there on the Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. I have a link in the description, comment section, and in the live chat right now. You can click it. It'll take you to patreon.com/Ron Stewart, and you can try it out for yourself. Now, I will also say, on there, you get a billion of other stuff as well. I have a waiver wire article I drop weekly on there where if you want like fab recommendations of what I'm doing on waivers, boom, that's there as well. Weekly rankings. Plus, on top of weekly rankings, you get my Sunday Patreon exclusive stream where we do a start-sit stream. I get all of your guys' lineups right Sunday mornings, and then we have rest of season rankings as well. So you get all of that in season. You get all my dynasty stuff. You get all my prospect models. You get everything that I do behind the scenes. It's all on patreon.com/Ron Stewart. As always, I appreciate you guys. That was a fun stream, fun team. I always do appreciate you guys' input when I'm on the clock. I think I draft my best teams this way. But enjoy the rest of your Thursday night, fellas, and I will see you guys in the next one.